Ay, this ain't a drill. Only time I plan is on the field. And when I'm on the field, no, I got mad skills. And you know we bout to eat this a fast meal. Y'all gotta pay for this heat like a gas bill. We keep on coming back, so yeah, they mad still. 716 make them pay with some bad bills. Red, white, and blue like Superman, so you know we eating at the Super Bowl. Kill the competition, set up the funeral. Josh Allen catching all the shots you go for. We callin' blitz. Ready to start, we ain't calling no quits. I'm the #1 draft pick. A lot of y'all talk, but I ain't hearing it. Only listen to Keyshawn and Emmett. Talk about the Bills dominating on the field. All our players got them skills. Buffalo gon' make a kill when we talk about the Bills dominating on the field, and our players got them skills. Buffalo gon' make a kill.
Y'all hear me playing around with the siren over here? What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another live episode of the Post Podium Podcast, home of the all truth, no sodium takes. I am your co-host, Aramis.
Did you pay the royalties on the siren, the add-ons, or remix? Did you pay homage to T-Top and them?
Nah. T-Top got his money. He getting his.
Okay.
Every time we play the song, it's like giving him credits, giving him airtime.
Airtime, you guys say yeah.
Right, that's the trade-off. So
that's the Post Podium Podcast by T-Top. It don't even have a name to it. Does it have a name?
It's just the theme song. It's our theme song.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm with it. Hey,
I'm trying to get another one made, but you know.
I mean, why mess with greatness?
Schedules.
Why mess with greatness?
That's
However,
true. That's true.
I'm Key. So, I got a question for you, not football related, but I thought about this on the way in.
Okay.
Have I been wrong my whole life?
I'm willing to wager yes.
I bet you would. Now, this is why we need Mel here, because he's the voice of reason. He's got to see my point, but nobody else will.
Okay.
Has it always been speed humps? I'm driving down the street over here, and every bump, the sign says speed hump. I thought speed bump. What's the difference? What classifies a hump versus a bump?
That's a very good question.
I mean, I said, wait a minute.
You know what? We must consult Google.
We
need to know.
Because I'm driving down. I mean, I'm just like, was I wrong? I mean, is everybody wrong? Who knows something? Because there's got to be a reason why they call it a hump versus a bump.
I mean, hump, speed hump.
And they had signs, it's like egregious.
I've always called it a speed bump. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, the sign is egregious. Every time you see one, there's a sign. Like, well, I mean, by the time I see the sign, I already destroyed the undercarriage of my car, so what's the difference? Just let it be. One time I hit one, T was like, did you see it? I said, yeah. She was like, then why did I touch the ceiling? My bad. You know, I didn't mean it, but I just wasn't paying attention like I said I was.
So there are two different they are two different things. Speed humps tend to be slightly smaller in height than speed bumps, but longer. Okay. So humps are
ridiculous.
Shorter.
Okay.
But wider. Speed humps are taller and more likely to be found in a parking lot. Now, speed humps are taller because there's like some places where I've been where like they're very thin, but they're super high, and every time you go over them, it's like driving over a mountain.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I didn't see it, but now I felt it. So yeah, okay, so there's a difference. This street has speed humps with signs that let you know the speed hump is there.
Which do you prefer? Do you prefer the shorter, wider, or longer, thinner?
I think I like the Give me the shorter widers.
Ooh, that's how you like it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. You know. Yeah, you missed that one. I played that one right on purpose. I was like, I see where this is going.
Right,
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Gonna catch this one.
He's mad at us now that he didn't see it, and he can't say, "Hey, yo!"
Yeah, I know he pushed his glasses up. He's like, oh,
he's like, these dudes, I'm done with them.
Hate these guys.
He said, "We need a sponsor. We need a chaperone."
Yeah. Oh,
that's,
that's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know, we are stalling as long as possible for our boy Mac to hurry up and get here. Hopefully, he walks in front of the cameras and slaps us up.
You know
what I'm saying? Yeah. Before even acknowledging that we have viewers on right now. But what else do we got going on so far, Key?
Let's see. All right. So, clickbait of the day. Well, actually, clickbait of 2 days ago. I saw an article. It wasn't an article. It was just a post on X. Let's see. My Sports Update posted. The AP is asking voters to consider the following when voting for Comeback Player of the Year starting this upcoming season. The spirit of the AP Comeback Player of the Year award is to honor a player who demonstrated resilience in the face of adversity by overcoming illness, physical injury, or other circumstances that led him to miss playing time in the previous season. Joe Flacco won the award over Damar Hamlin this past season. Geno Smith won the award over Christian McCaffrey the year before that.
Wait, who won it over Chris McCaffrey?
Geno Smith.
Oh.
No, McCaffrey tore his Achilles or something, didn't he?
Yeah, but he had done that. That was the second time he had done that.
Well, you've seen it before.
Right. And Geno Smith, I think Geno Smith deserved it more than Christian McCaffrey. Like, Christian McCaffrey had come back off a serious injury before when he was, fresh in Carolina. I think it was his second year at Carolina or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then Geno Smith was, a cast-off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
for him to come back and play the way he did, he definitely deserved that. Flacco, however, I mean, obviously they're trying to restrict the window of options available to people who have died and come back to life. Right. So
I mean, it's like the AP is asking people not to be on work. That's what they're doing.
Not to be on what?
On work. Yeah, crack cocaine. They're like, you missed the mark on that one. The AP can't, they can't believe. I don't know. Like Joe Marino said on the Locked On show, I told you he's throwing up the YOLO balls and
yeah,
he wins.
He had nothing to lose and he played like it.
I mean, Joe Flacco was just a glorified AJ Klein when you really think about it. One was sitting on the couch, the other one was sitting on his RV. One was about to drive to the Key West, the other one was just pounding back.
I don't know.
Budweisers.
Flacco almost had a Kurt Warner moment, man.
He did.
Well, that Browns offense at certain points was cooking.
They were. I mean, I figure a guy that was sitting on the couch at 39 or whatever he is now and pounding back Budweisers, still wearing the same beard. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, it's kind of like, it's almost like a try-hard version of who was the guy we had? Orton.
Kyle Orton?
Orton, yeah. Where he had no intent on playing, and they called him, hey, you want to play? He's like,
whatever.
All right. I mean, wife said dinner's not going to be ready for 5 hours,
We'll give you a coaching job after. All right.
Okay, all right. I'll be there. Jeez, just send the plane.
Right. So let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Are you a fan of these new parameters that they're giving out? Or, I mean, I don't think they're parameters per se, but they're trying to encourage people to think about that stuff.
I don't care, but I think people missed it. They missed the mark on that one. Not even because of Damar Hamlin, but I'm like, when you hear comeback player of the year, Joe Flacco should win it when you're playing against like an EJ Manuel coming back to the league or something. But when somebody is a hair away from being deceased on the field and come back and actually plays, that's automatic. Unless somebody else did the same thing, unless somebody else actually did flatline and that was it. It's got to be something, a story that's similar, because that is almost like, let's see, how can I? It's like Andre Reed at the Hall of Fame, and then you have Andre Johnson going for the Hall of Fame, and they're like, just give it to Andre Johnson. You know what? Andre Reed had a great career. He was on a hell of an offense, but. Now let's give it to this guy just because he's more recent and we relate to him because we're young and we haven't seen Andre Reed play.
Right. That's what it feels like. That most of the votes for whatever title, whatever award seems to go to the popular.
Right. Whatever the latest is. Yeah.
Right. It's like, I'll put it like this, because while you were talking about your point, the thought that came to my mind was, how many players of Damar's status have gone through something that we've all known about and witnessed them come back from?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Usually
it's a Christian McCaffrey who's a Pro Bowl All-Pro running back, or who Aaron Rodgers who broke his collarbone and was gone for the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying? It's like big time, big name players that we give those awards to, whereas Damar Hamlin's a second stringer who just happened to be playing in the game because of injury.
Now, you know what would have been funny? Not funny, but would have been ironic if Von Miller had like 14, 15 sacks last year and he got it. On the same team, and not Damar Hamlin got to be there to look at it and clap for him. I just was deceased. And this man got the he tore it like he's a little weak.
Hey, dog, I don't know what to tell you, dog. You know what I'm saying? I had to get mine.
Right, Von be out there. I like to thank my teammates tomorrow. Like, man, F this dude, man. F this dude. That's my award.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see.
I think I just had a hiccup or something like that, live on air.
Get you a sip. Get you a sip.
I know. Hold my breath and whatever I can do. Do you know about that? Like, if you got the hiccups and you just tighten your diaphragm, you can get rid of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Did you know about that? Yeah.
I gotta do something with this down here. Then.
So what I usually tell Allie and Ray, my two youngest, is hold your breath. Mm-hmm. Like, if you take in as much air as you can and then hold your breath, usually that helps to like keep the diaphragm like just in place, stabilize it, and then it kind of
with a disturbance in your diaphragm.
Well, that's all a hiccup is just a seizing of the diaphragm.
Mm-hmm. See, I need to tighten those muscles just so it doesn't look like this anymore.
Yeah, we'll give you some random education like that on the show from time to time, so a little bit of value there.
We have it. We have it
aside from BS off-season talk.
We have it every once in a while. Let's see. You got any stuff?
I thought this was kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There's a so there's a Bills wide receiver that gives off Cooper Kupp vibes. Can you guess who that is?
Who gives off Cooper Kupp vibes?
Yeah.
My man, nah, I can't be Mac Hollins. Keon Coleman.
Try again.
Khalil Shakir. Okay, that was the person I was going to say, but I was like, nah, I can't. It's a slam dunk.
Now, would you take Cooper Kupp's current career stats for Khalil Shakir if it meant that Khalil Shakir's career would only see, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Can I say that? Let me see here. Hold on. I say 1, 2, 3, 4 strong seasons and 3 pretty good seasons, right? Let's go down the list real quick. So, career stats for Cooper Kupp. Mm-hmm. Made his debut in 2017, 62 receptions, 869 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Just going from his first season on?
First season on. Second season, 2018, 40 catches. I think he was hurt that year. 40 catches, 566 for 6 tuds. Mm-hmm. 2019 was a strong year for him. He came back. He might have won comeback player of the year that year. He should have. He should have. Right. Did anybody else die that year? Who cares? So 2019, 94 receptions, 1,161 yards, 10 touchdowns. Right? Then 2020, 92 receptions, 974 for 3 touchdowns. Not sure what happened with the touchdowns there, but then 2021 when he took steroids, mm-hmm. he had 145 catches, 1,947 yards.
145 catches?
145 catches. Yo, that is insane. I think that's the record for catches in a season.
It's got to be. I mean, let me look. Let me fact check. Okay. I'm gonna fact check it, but if it's not, it's up there.
It might be like 153, something like that. Yeah. So 145 catches, 1947 for 16 touchdowns. I can't remember the last time a wide receiver had 16 touchdowns.
We could look that up too. We could definitely look this up because that's mind blowing. So your question is, would I take that? Where do I sign?
You really?
Where do I sign? As a guy that's not supposed to be our number one in Khalil Shakir, if he gives us that, man, listen, that's Cole Beasley on supreme steroids. He's on gear. He's on trend. He's on all that stuff that they do in the gym that I don't know about.
Wow.
You wouldn't take it?
Wow. If he's putting up, I don't know. It's weird. Is it weird? Is it? How bad is it that I'm looking at these numbers and I'm thinking it's a lot of up and down? You know what I'm saying? I mean, shouldn't I want much more consistency from a number one receiver?
Well, that's the thing. If we're going in that vein, I'm still putting Khalil Shakir where he is. So I'm still saying Coleman's outside, and we got somebody else who's competing for that 1B or 1A or whatever the case may be, and then Shakir working in the middle.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm not disagreeing when I ask this.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
But how can we justify 94 catches, 92 catches, 145? Because it's easy to justify 59 in 2023, 40 catches in 2018 when he got hurt, 62 catches his rookie season in 2017. But once you start getting into the 94s, 92s, and 145s, and even the 75s, like that's number one receiver totals.
Before I look any further, I will say Cooper Kupp ties for 4th all-time touchdowns. You got Randy Moss, Jerry Rice at 23 in a season. That's insanity. Devontae Adams, Mark Clayton, Bill Groman in 1961. So I'm doing my research. Anybody says, what about Knock-Knee Johnson? No, Knock-Knee Johnson ain't make the list. So Sterling Sharp, who a lot of people don't realize how good he actually was. Chris Carter, Tyreek Hill, Elroy Hirsch. That's Crazy Legs. Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch. Okay. See? Doing research. 1951.
Yeah.
Randy Moss again.
Did somebody say we don't do enough research?
I hope not. I hope not. Say it with your chest.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. Jerry Rice a million times.
Shirt off. All of that. Shirt off.
Bare chest.
Yeah. Okay. Right. It wasn't the man chest he was talking about. Anyway.
He said, tibby's out.
Junie said, huh?
He said, shirt off, bare chest, tibby's out. Yeah, he didn't say tibby's, though.
Yeah. It was his way of
trying to censor myself, but you get the point. That's what Tony Baker said it. And I wasn't, quick story about that. I was in the gym, and I text Eris. I was trying to listen to his podcast while I'm working. I don't listen to music sometimes, just try to get stuff going. So he's going through something, and he's serious. Like, he's talking about somebody who besmirched his name. So now he's like, you know what? Address me. And this is how I said it. I said it just like this, bare chested. Tibby's out. And I'm like, yo, relax. Relax.
No, gotta get this point across.
Right. I was like, yo, I don't want to laugh. Then he kept talking. I said, hey, I gotta turn this off. I can't do it no more.
No disrespect, but who's Tony Baker?
Tony Baker? Yeah. Oh, he's up and coming comedian.
Okay.
If you watch a lot of YouTube and you just want to laugh at dumb stuff, just look up Tony Baker voiceovers. He does all the animal voiceovers. So,
Oh, okay.
The one I send you sometimes.
Yeah. I got you.
That's him.
Okay.
To derail that no further, Cooper Kupp, 16 does rank 4th overall with tied with Dez Bryant, Braylon Edwards, Calvin Johnson, and Musa Muhammad, Terrell Owens, Art Powell. Jerry Rice again. Who is this Jerry Rice guy? He must have been pretty good, huh?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I heard he only ran 4.6.
I heard he was slow.
Yeah.
Scrub. And obviously we're 40. We're playing. We know who Jerry Rice is. Anybody just, who are these clowns? They got a podcast. They don't know Jerry Rice. No, we're just joking.
I hate you guys. Thumbs down.
You see our number just going down. Like, yo, relax. We're just playing.
I'm still amazed when I see the likes percentages and stuff like that. It's like 94%. Like, what do we do?
You know what it is sometimes? Hey, you know what? If it, like I said, if you subscribe, you can dislike or not like. I don't care. It's fine. Just subscribe and tell me what you did, what you don't like, because we're not perfect. And unlike some people, we actually listen. Let's see. What were we looking at? Was it yards?
Touchdowns.
We got touchdowns. He was tied for 4th in touchdowns. And I think
receptions. Who's got the
receptions.
Receptions in a season.
Insane. Well, somebody had like 220 or something like that.
No, not in a season.
No, he's 2nd. Michael Thomas 149, so he missed it by 4.
Wow, 4 catches.
2 ahead of Marvin Harrison, 9 ahead of Antonio Brown. So yeah, so he's in rare fight there. Ooh, number 9. I wonder who that is. I won't say the name.
Wait, number who?
You see it, number 9.
Man.
He's a bum.
The Texans receiver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a bum.
Yeah, he's a bum.
Let's see. So you said you want to know why Cooper Kupp fell off the face of the earth. What year was this? Let's see. 40, he played 8 games. 94, he played 14 games. 75, he played 9 games, and he played 12 games with his 59 reception. So that's probably what it was. He got hurt. He's always hurt.
He's been hurt a lot.
He's always hurt, but when he's playing,
he's nasty.
He's very I want to see him a solid season with him and Cooper and Puka Nacua.
I think this is going to be the season. I mean, like Cooper Kupp doesn't even have to do all the work anymore.
No.
Like Puka's totally capable of taking all the work on his shoulders and being that guy now.
Imagine being a defense having a game plan against that. Everybody talking, they're talking about if Diggs ain't on the field, don't worry about it. They got 2 of these cats.
I'm still shocked. I'm still shocked that Sean McVay is talking about retirement at this point.
Yeah, what is he, like 37?
Something
38?
like that. Something like that. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, you're literally another young quarterback away from being dominant again.
You know what it is? I think I don't want to say it disrespectful, but I do. I think he knows he's a gimmick, and he wants to get out while his name is like, yo.
You think so?
It was rumored, though. That was already rumored.
That he was a gimmick?
Not that he's a gimmick, but his offensive philosophy isn't sustainable. So what they were saying is he could go take that and catapult himself into like a TV role or a broadcasting role.
So he's kind of like Sean Payton a little bit.
Kind of like Sean Payton, but knows when to fold them.
I meant all the disrespect to Sean Payton.
he's like the gambler. You got to know when to hold him, know when to fold him, know when to walk away, know when to run. He ain't counting his money while sitting at the table. There's plenty of time for counting when the deal is done. The gambler.
That's weird. Offensive coordinator is one of those things where if you're just creative and if you're just creative enough, you should be able to sustain. Like, think about it like this. If my offensive philosophy is Exhibit A, right? And Exhibit A lasts for 2 years before people start adjusting to it. Shouldn't I be creative enough to replace A with B?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just considering retirement, like
then I think that's where it's coming from. Where they say that's it, that's all he has. Because instead of retiring, like you said, the gamesmanship should say, you know what, I beat you like this. Let me do it a different way.
You know what? Well, part of it. I think is this. There are some players and coaches who, when you've played on teams with a lot of playmakers and great players, like Sean McVay has had, it just makes it easy.
Oh yeah.
And when it's easy, it's fun because it's not like you don't feel the current effects of the hard work you're putting in because you're enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? But when you think about what LaShawn McCoy was talking about when he was in Philly and how it just felt easy, playing, and then when he got to the Bills, there
like,
wasn't as many.
It's hard,
right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's part of what's probably pushing him to that point because he lost Aaron Donald.
And that's funny that you say that because Aaron Donald was going to retire until he found out that McVay is going back. Yeah. So McVay was thinking about leaving then after they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And so Donald was going to retire, and then he said, he heard that McVay was going back, so he said, let's do it. Let's double down.
I wonder what the structure is in L.A.
I know he has a bunch, because remember he had those, like the run game coordinator and the pass coordinator. He had, like, positions nobody else had. So he really was like the king delegate. And all he did was delegate to this guy, I want this to happen, and you guys make it happen.
Yeah. Okay.
I wish McDermott would do that. And and that's the thing. Like, I think
he's got to.
I know, and that's like it's not even slander. I just wish that for all the good things he's done, the things he's done wrong or done at a detriment have outshined everything else.
Yeah.
And it's like when we first started the show, I always said, if he just does this, if he does that, we're good. McVay knew. He was like, you know what? Let me get this. Let me revolutionize. I want one guy to focus on just that.
Yeah.
One guy focus. I think he had like a quarterback coordinator or something like that. It was something ridiculous. So, with McDermott now hiring the referee is on the payroll and whatever else we got going on, hope he does stuff. Yes, yeah. Rich, I'm talking to you. I hope Rich is watching, and I hope McDermott does stuff.
So tell me what you think about this. Actually, let's get to this first. Roy says, in other news, Belichick has himself a 24-year-old girlfriend.
Yo, did you see her?
Nah.
Fam, she's like, she's a 24, 27-year-old brunette that looks young as all outdoors. Belichick actually was on a plane smiling with her.
So he's going to Robert Kraft route.
doing the Robert Kraft, doing the Davis, doing what's the Davis? Al Davis' son, Mark Davis, the Raiders owner. How does he get a girl with that haircut? Let's start there. That haircut that's iconic. The mullet with the bowl. It's like a ladle. It's like an upside down ladle.
Wait. He's got the mullet?
Mark Davis?
Oh, Mark Davis.
He got that ladle thing. It's like
in the South they love that stuff.
Damn, it's like a Lego helmet.
Exactly.
Yo.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure as soon as he walks in the house, he pops that bad
pops
boy
it right off. He got a
puts it
hole
right
on top of his head, slide it. Yeah,
that's it.
He's got a receptacle perfectly.
Receptacle.
Listen, I don't know why. I don't know why people do that. That's like the reverse. Thank God.
Hey, look who walked in.
You don't know the suffering.
Wait, let's see if people remember this as Junie stands in front of my camera.
Yo,
as Junie stands right in front of my camera. Remember?
Well, now you know what he looks like.
Remember Cheers?
Yeah.
Norm! Walking there. What's going on, guys?
You know what's depressing about that? I think he was like 35 in that when he was playing Norm.
Norm?
Yeah, I think he was like 35 or something.
Yo,
he was young.
He looked like he was 50.
I know. They were all super young. They were all younger than us. Maybe one of them was older than us. Believe it or not.
The mailman dude, he had to be the oldest one.
In Cheers?
Aside from Norma.
I think one was like 41, 42.
Was it Norma?
They were young.
Norma? What was the girl? What was the short girl with the curly hair?
I don't know her name, but
she was always mean to people.
You talking about Rhea Perlman? I don't remember her name on the show.
Rhea Perlman, that's right.
Yeah, people would know her. That's Danny DeVito's wife or ex, or if they're still
Can you imagine that household? God.
Yeah.
Both of them screaming at each other.
Oh man. Welcome, Mel. We were actually like struggling with stuff we heard, so we could wait for you to get here so we could do our stuff we heard.
Yep.
Because it's not the same without you, man.
No,
it's
definitely not. No,
not the same. So
we couldn't do that. We couldn't do the main topic. We couldn't do
nothing. We were stymied.
Yeah. All right. The stall job worked. Everybody. Mac
is
in the building.
What's going on?
All right. So.
Should we continue this conversation anyway? Because we were going somewhere.
McVay. Wait, McVay or the girlfriend?
Oh yeah, the girlfriend. Yes. That's
so we were talking about how do we get to McVay? Oh, we were talking about Cooper Kupp.
We were talking about Roy brought up Belichick and his 24-year-old girlfriend.
No, I said how did we get to Sean McVay?
Oh,
we were talking about Cooper Kupp, and then we went to Sean McVay, and then we brought up.
Yep.
Okay, so any thoughts on this, real quick? We'll kind of go Sean McVay first, and then the girlfriend. So,
what y'all say about Cooper? What about Cooper? That's my man.
Right. So
to catch you,
there's an article that came out that is comparing, or that's basically saying that there's a Bills receiver that's being compared to Cooper Kupp.
Ooh.
Who does that sound like to you?
Man.
Hope you said what I said.
Well, how tall is Cooper Kupp?
Don't matter.
6'2".
6'2". I know he ran a 4.6. It can't be Coleman.
Nope.
He said what I said. Yes.
It's got to be Claypool.
Nope.
No.
Wow. I got him the second one.
Yes.
Yeah. Tupac.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah. Tupac Shakur.
Getting compared to him. So once we saw that, we kind of went back and looked at Cooper Kupp's career stats and tell me if you would take this. So for his career so far, 567 receptions, 7,066 yards, and 51 touchdowns.
I think one time, wasn't he a Triple Crown winner too?
Yes. In 2021, he had 145 catches for 1,947 yards and 16 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
But okay. Let me read you season by season. Let me read you season by season, because in, 2 of these seasons he was hurt?
Yeah, he was hurt in 2.
3.
In 3 of these seasons he was hurt.
3 of them, yeah.
And he's only been in the league 7 seasons now, mind you. Okay? So, first year, 2017, 62 catches, 869 yards, 5 touchdowns. Right? 2018, he was hurt, 40 catches, 560.
You got it.
Jeez.
I believe
566 for 6. Okay? 2019, 94 for 1161 and 10. 2020, 92 for 974 and 3. 2021, 145, 1947 and 16. 2022, 75, 812 and 6. And then last year, 59 for 737 and 5. So really one humongous year, but a bunch of other maybe number
Right.
2 level,
Right.
injured seasons.
Now, too, he started off with Jared Goff.
Yes.
But then he had my man Matt Stafford.
Right.
That's who he
Now,
won the Super
mind
Bowl
you,
with.
context matters. Cooper Kupp, 2021, second all time in receiving receptions in the season.
Oh, yeah.
I had to bring that up. Second all time.
Isn't my man Jerry number 1, right?
No.
No,
No?
it wasn't Jerry. It was Michael
Michael
Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Thomas?
Michael Thomas and
Jerry
Marvin.
got the-
Marvin Harrison was number 3.
Boo. Well, no. My bad. He's okay. It's the son I don't like.
He's all right. But the
the
dad's the reason. No, the dad told him. The dad told him don't do the stuff.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Oh, wait. You said dad told him not to?
The dad's the reason why he do. Yeah,
Really?
the dad. Marvin Harrison Jr. is all right.
That make you not like the dad now?
He's all right.
I'll have to see it out of his mouth. I have to hear it out of his mouth.
Well, I can produce the footage.
That's right, they did. But didn't you send that to me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's in an Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, his pops was like,
It on the video. It was like they was doing an interview or something like that, and he was telling it.
Yeah. He said, and Harrison wasn't even there. The son, he was just talking to the interviewer. He was like,
Right.
yeah.
he was like, heck no,
Yeah.
like no.
88 out of there.
But family, for real, Marvin Harrison got a dark past, man.
Oh, Harrison?
Yeah, he got a real dark past.
You wouldn't think it the way he looks.
That's why.
Right.
That's
It be
yeah.
the ones that look like they ain't did nothing wrong. It just been the worst ones.
The low cut,
Yep.
frail.
Yep. With the mustache with no beard.
That's
No
nasty
offense,
work,
Mac.
man. If you're not in the military, or if you have a job that requires you to not have a beard, that's nasty work. To choose and have a beard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mel over here fighting for his life. Mel want to retire,
That's what I'm
then
saying.
grow his beard in.
You're a whole football player. You can do whatever you want to do, and you only going with a mustache.
But-
Nah, something wrong, bro.
Nasty
some
work.
people can't grow them, man.
I mean, we knew our boy couldn't. I think he might have a little something now. I don't know.
He might got the goatee going on.
A little bit of it.
But yeah, some people they
Yeah.
can't grow it.
But I mean,
man.
I have to see because Harrison face is a little too smooth to not. Nah, he shave every day. Yeah.
So that was the Cooper Kupp conversation, and then Roy popped in and said, in other news, Belichick has himself a 24-year-old girlfriend.
yeah,
What do you mean? The man is
cheerleader.
older than my mom. That's like
that's what they listen.
this is granddaughter.
Listen, my pops said all the time. He said, "Hey, you'll never catch me with a girl my age or older. You'll never catch me." So they always want younger. Like older guys, they always want younger girls.
All I'm saying is, I look at T. She a little too young for me.
Now, Belichick is what? Is he 60?
No, he's 73.
Yeah, that's a little.
Yeah,
that's a little
50
extreme.
years,
That's
48
like,
years.
That's
Yeah,
like granddaddy Belichick right there.
yeah.
Yeah, I just
Come here, sweet thing.
Man.
That's how he doesn't come here, girl.
What is it? What is like when you and your I don't know, and maybe it's like a trend or something like that all these old guys are following, but like all these old dudes ain't got no chill when it comes to just popping out the house with a 24-year-old.
Fam, I'm 40, and I'm like, I talk to girls who are at my job. I talk to them when we talk about current events and stuff, and they talk about music. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Right.
What is it? Ick? What is it? Nah, bruh. Like what y'all know about what y'all know about System? What y'all know about New Edition and True? Nothing, huh? Your mom listened to that. Okay,
We can't even watch the same shows.
Man, what do you talk about?
Yeah,
Ain't no talking going on.
Hey.
I get it.
yeah.
That's what Shannon Sharp called the Blue Diamonds. They invest heavy in the Blue Diamonds, evidently.
That's why they around.
That's
why
got to
they
be
around.
it. Take a nap, fam.
I'm not even. You know what? I'm not even going to insert
Yeah.
my toe into that water.
No, don't. I'll take it. I'll take it.
all
I'll
right,
take care of it.
Good. Anyway, so I think we've exhausted these topics right now. We can move on to what we really wanted to get to today.
Well, I actually, it's funny. We did start a little bit, but there was I think it's Bill's Black and Blue, I believe it's called, on Khalil Shakir, where they chronicled his life outside of the field.
I think I seen part of that. I don't think I watched.
It was like it's 18 minutes, 20 minutes, maybe something like that. But I mean,
It's the one where with Eric Moulds in it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Basically, what they were, I'm going to sum it up as best I can. Joe Brady had snippets where he said the most important thing is being where you need to be when the quarterback needs you there. He's so dependable and so accountable that when the quarterback closes his eyes, he knows you're going to be there, and that's Khalil Shakir. every game as we kept going, we were like, hey, let's find a way to get the ball to Shakir. So last year, they were game planning to get the ball to Khalil Shakir. This is Joe Brady's guy. So he said sky's the limit with him. This is Joe Brady saying all these things about Khalil Shakir. Eric Moulds says that he's the type of athlete that coaches dream of. Ooh. He's the most mild-mannered kid you ever met, but on the field, he's a dog. Mm-hmm. He's fun to be around. He asks a lot of questions, and they have a great relation. He said, we're like the big brother and the little brother.
That's good.
He said, for Khalil Shakir, normal workouts are 6 to 8 in the morning. He said, it's not coming for his phone and ringing, and Khalil saying, hey, how many people you got in the afternoon? And he says, 3 or 4. You're like, you got room for one? And Mo says sometimes, like, yeah, come on in. You can get in with this workout. He says sometimes I know he's burning at both ends and he got to rest. I tell him, no, you can't come. He said, but Shakir really wants to be great. Like, I think it's a blessing in disguise, the skill set that he has, and for whatever reason he dropped to the 5th round. That Khalil Shakir is that kind of that diamond in the rough that Cooper Kupp was. And I think your segue unknowingly was perfect. And that's why I was like kind of stalling out, because when Mel got here, I thought we, could park on this for a minute, because I really want to know, do people really think that he could be a 1,000-yard receiver this year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing is it depends on how they scheme for him. So, like, I was watching Emmanuel Ocho.
Don't watch that ever again.
And he was talking about Brandon Ayuk, right?
Yeah.
So Brandon Ayuk is a talented wide receiver, right? He's probably like a 1A or like a 1B.
I didn't realize he was that good, honestly. When I watched film now, I didn't realize he was as good as he actually is.
But he made a good point. He said he did all that burn, and the offensive coordinator don't even scheme for him. Mm-hmm. They scheme for Debo, they scheme for Kittle, and they scheme for McCaffrey. Mm-hmm. So you getting all that. Basically, you're making your own plays. You're getting yourself open. Like, there's nothing scheme like case in point, my man CeeDee Lamb. They scheme CeeDee Lamb. Like, they put him in the slot, they put him on the outside. Like, they scheme to get him open to give him the ball. So if Brady schemes Shakir get open, then I could see him definitely getting 1,000. But like we said, we don't know what the scheme is going to look like, because you got Dalton Kincaid, you got Shakir, whoever's going to be the outside guy, you got Coleman. So, like, we don't know who's going to get the lion's share of the targets, but if he tailors it to that, I could definitely see Shakir getting 1,000 yards.
I agree. I think when it comes to Khalil Shakir, if you look at what he did, the first half of the season, we'll just go week 1 through 4 or week 1 through 8. He was averaging roughly, we'll say he had 14 receptions the first 8 weeks of the season. The second half of the season, he had 25.
He wasn't even a starter.
Wasn't even a starter. So he had 25. He upped his percentage in the second half of the season from weeks 9 through the playoffs, and also upped his yards. Obviously, he went for 444 yards with Brady as the OC, as opposed to the 167 that Dorsey gave him. So that tells you right there, Brady likes his kid. That tells you right there, he's going to be a factor. Now, when you think about it, I like we talked about before. I don't know that I'm comfortable putting Khalil Shakir in that rarefied area, only because I don't want people to have the expectation. Mm-hmm. We saw it, but what was the Diggs factor? What was the unknown factor? What was the Kincaid and Knox factor? So I want people to look at this and hope that we can expound upon what we did last year, but also I want them to know that it's a whole new offense. This is a brand new offense, and if he hits 1,000 yards, he gets close, like you said. If we can get to 800, 900 yards and 5 or 6 touchdowns, that's a win for me. Mm-hmm. Because we have other guys that should be doing the trick.
Right.
Do you feel like these group of receivers are better than, let's say, like the John Browns and the Cole Beasleys that Josh started out with?
I do.
You do?
I do. I think Aramis is opposite.
No, I would say, yeah. I think the floor is higher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that wide receiver room had John Brown, Cole Beasley, and who else?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's it. I think that people look at it with Diggs and say, oh, man, people that are not rose-colored and jaded will say, oh, man, it was Diggs. But they don't realize, like you just said, it was Diggs and who else?
Right.
It's Diggs and insert other player.
Right.
So now we get to see when Diggs isn't there, now Khalil can work. If Khalil's getting bottled up, guess what? You got Coleman. Guess what? Kincaid. Guess what? You got, MVS. You got – it's all over the place. It's not just one. It's not funneled to one person. It's not force-fed.
Yeah. Columbus Bully says, I think he can handle it. Shakir is a true professional and is capable of being the guy. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. I think what I would like to see the Bills do with Shakir is don't try to force him outside. I think he's capable of being outside, but I think he might need maybe one more year in the league before he's gotten enough experience to really, just know that he knows he can go outside and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I think even now he's got that ability to be that Keenan Allen type of receiver where he can be a number one from the slot. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to see that, honestly. I think he's the most trustworthy of all the receivers right now. Certainly I think in most situations he should be able to be open more than a Dalton Kincaid, just based off of the type of routes that they ran, last year, right? So I'd like to see Shakir be the guy. I mean, that's one of those dudes where if I was playing Madden or something like that, I would just take him. I would take him and put him as my number one receiver immediately. Like I don't care who else. Like Keon Coleman, you can be a number 2 for now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Mm-hmm. But realistically, I don't think he's at that point yet based on what we've seen where he can just jump outside and it wouldn't make a difference. I think there would be some learning pains, some growing pains out there.
Right. Just a quick comparison. I mean, with Diggs, Diggs is 6 feet 191. Khalil Shakir is 6 feet 190. Diggs ran a 4.43. Or I'm sorry, Diggs ran a 4.46 at the combine. Khalil Shakir ran a 4.43. Diggs' 3-cone drill was markedly faster, 7.28 to Khalil Shakir's. I'm sorry, Khalil Shakir 7.28 to Diggs 7.03. Short shuttle Khalil Shakir was faster, so he has a shiftiness in the slot, and you don't lose anything when you're talking about the outside guy because if you look at him, he doesn't look that big. He doesn't look big at all, but he actually is deceptively taller than you would think. And he also, if you look at his Boise footage, all he was a highlight reel. One-handed catches, high pointing balls, snatching and stuff that shouldn't have been caught. So unless he catches a case of the yips, I don't see anything but up for the guy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our own personal Cooper Kupp up and coming.
You got it. And I was like, did he see my notes?
Nah, Columbus Bully says his skill fits a true play action run first approach. Yeah, I mean the kid can block. You know what I'm saying? He's a solid blocker. Mm-hmm. He's a solid blocker. I'll leave it there because working with Eric Moulds, you're only gonna get better as a blocker. Right. And especially with him being in a slot too, that's definitely gonna need to be a part of what he does well. Aside from running routes and beating man coverage and finding spots in zone and all that mess.
That's gonna be our guy.
Huh?
That's gonna be our guy.
Yeah. I think he is a better. Well, I'll be willing to say a significantly better version than Cole Beasley because I think Cole Beasley was not a vertical receiver. I think Shakir can be if he wants to be. Mm-hmm. Right. Based on his size and speed and what we've seen him do vertically last year with some of the deeper crossing routes and stuff like that he's run. But yeah, it'll be exciting. It'll be very exciting.
So I put out a poll on our community page. So guys, if you guys are active and looking for just interactive pieces, just check our page out. But this time I put a poll out that said, all right, Bills Mafia, post-podium fans alike, poll time. Who do you expect to be the next to step up as the Bills leader for the future? I had Terrell Bernard, Dalton Kincaid, Greg Rousseau, and a write-in vote. Now, obviously, the low-hanging fruit, well, actually, you know what? The low-hanging fruit for me was Terrell Bernard. When I wrote that, I was like, I shouldn't even put him there because that's
right.
Too obvious.
He kind of already blew up last year.
But Dalton Kincaid came in second, and the write-in vote, people said Rasul Douglas, and somebody else said, Bernard and Kincaid. So, I had those two in mind, and I also had, I know we talked about how Dawson Knox might not be on the team too much longer, but I think what I'm hearing and how he's talking about the way that he operates in practice and in the locker rooms, I think he could be a short-term leader on the team. He bought a house in Buffalo.
Who, Bernard?
Knox.
Oh, okay.
He bought a house in Buffalo. He took a pay cut. You know, he's out there working. He's helping Dalton Kincaid every day in practice, and he's glowing. I mean, he's engaging. He's just a personality. Mm-hmm. So I think I was going to add him, but I said, you know what? People aren't going to think deep enough, and that's a conversation piece on this show.
I'm not. I don't want this to sound like I'm directly disagreeing with you. I just like based on what he said in his presser with him and your boy, the center, McGovern. His style of leadership though is just more so like if he sees, and this is what he said, like if I see a guy's going through something or something like that, and I can talk to him and give him some advice, but he made it a point to kind of let people know, like, I'm not the middle of the huddle on the field guy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be that quiet, in the locker room type of leader, which it's cool, but again, I think with his future up in the air the way that it is, it's kind of tough to kind of jump out. Like I would say, like if Knox is gonna be that, then I want him to like jump out and be that. You know what I'm saying? Because being that timid behind the scenes guy, it's hard to lead people from that place, especially in that game. I
look at it a lot like Matt. I almost called him Millie Matt. Man, a few words.
Yeah.
But where he is, and he's always going to be there for you. Don't cry. So and I think.
Yeah, but okay. If Mac was on the team with me, Mac would be like a Ray Lewis level type of leader though.
So like A just said. So that's where my mind was going. For me, when you playing football, that leader, to me, you got to do both. You got to be the leader in the locker room, but you got to be the leader on the field too. Okay,
but does all leaders have to be Ray Lewis? Do all leaders have to be Jameis Winston eating W's? Leaders can lead by example. Leaders can lead. I mean, there's different leadership styles. Like that rah-rah stuff, when I played, I couldn't care less about them. Yeah. I thought they were clowns. I'm not going to lie to you.
But what, okay. And again, let me just ask you this. What makes Dawson Knox a leader then at that point? Is it just tenure?
No. I think the willingness to help, the willingness to share knowledge, the willingness to impart what he's been through.
Okay, but if I'm a up and coming player, and this dude has been hurt pretty much his whole career, he ain't got the stats to support the contract he got. Why should I listen to him?
Well, I don't think I would. For me, this is me. I don't think I would look at that. I didn't look at that. I wanted to know if you had been there, have you played? Have you, like Mac Hollins, for instance. Mac Hollins doesn't have stats. He's got stats, but they're not stats. They're not Steph Diggs stats. They're not Devontae Adams stats. But everybody listens to this man. He's the loudest man on the field. Yeah, okay, we get that. But why should I listen to him? Because he's been there and he's seen why is MVS a leader? Because he's got a ring.
Billy Williams said, just don't scream at me, then we good.
Antonio Brown. Phenomenal player, horrible locker room guy.
Yeah,
right. So like for me being a wide receiver, I would expect to look up to him because like, oh, you the number one dude. You're like, man, I don't care about you. He had that type of attitude. Right. Like he out there to get money and to make plays. He can care less about people in the locker room.
See, that's the guy I wouldn't look at.
Where Dawson Knox is, I think he's the complete opposite.
Right.
Like whatever he cares about what you're going through. He cares about when you're not right. He cares about that stuff. So in that aspect, I can see him being a great leader from the outside. But to me, that only works if you got somebody like Ray Lewis there. Because guess what?
Yes.
When you got multiple leaders, you don't need to fill that role.
Right.
That's his job.
Right.
I'm
this guy.
Exactly.
Because if I was going to point you back to last year, I think it was Kincaid's mic'd up. Who was always talking to him? Every time you turn up. Knox talking to him, pumping him up. Keep your head up. Hey, go ahead, Cook.
That's a little different. They both play the same position.
He did it for Josh. He did it for the offensive line. He did it for James Cook. He was all talking to everybody.
Wait, what do you mean he did it for Josh?
He was talking to Josh. Not obviously he's not going to lead Josh in a fashion, but you can be another set of eyes. This is what I see. This is what's going on. This is what I'm feeling, and that matters.
Can we then table the term leader then at that point? Because I
wouldn't
think
table
that's
leader.
what I'm struggling with.
I wouldn't table leader. I would table captain. I'm not saying captain.
Nah.
I say like, you're not you want the stats guy. You want the guy that everybody knows.
No, I don't even need the stats guy. If the guy was just for example, if the guy was Victor Cruz. Mm-hmm. Victor Cruz is not Ray Lewis level play, right? But Victor Cruz plays well. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
So he can't be a leader, you're saying?
I'm saying Victor Cruz, me as a young player, I'd want to listen to Victor Cruz because I've seen him have success on the field. Dawson Knox has been either hurt or not putting up numbers because he's not getting targets. You know what I'm saying? So for like if I'm coming in as a tight end, then yeah, I want to hear what Dawson Knox has got to say because he played the position for 5 years already. Okay. But if I'm a corner, like,
but why would you care about?
Why do I care about what Dawson Knox got to say? Okay, unless it's something personal.
Okay, let's take
in
it
which
back
case,
then.
that's not necessarily a leader in my mind. That's just a great teammate.
Okay, let's take it back. So, like you just said, if you're an up and coming tight end coming into the locker room with Dawson Knox there,
okay,
he's been there. He's been where you're going.
Okay. Maybe
he can. Well, he's been on the field. That's where you're going. So unless you know something, I don't know.
If we're going for the nose,
you know, he's been in. If I'm coming in as who was it this year? I can't remember who the tight end was. Brock Bowers.
Brock Bowers. Yeah.
If I came into Buffalo as Brock Bowers and it was in Brady's offense, I'd be like, yo, what does he do? Mm-hmm. What do we do in Buffalo? How is it? How do you get your body right? And Knox would be the guy to tell you, unlike, well, I don't even want to say because I have knowledge of character of people, but there are a lot of people on this team that would tell you to go pound sand.
Right.
A lot of people, and a leader to me is a guy that Connor McGovern that has 30 pizzas to have a team meeting or whatever. Everybody come on through. Not a captain. And that's the difference.
But that's the same as the same exact thing could happen if I was on my first day at college and I walked into a classroom and say, "Hey, can I see your notes for the first 5 minutes? I didn't know how to get here. I was late." And 10 people told me to pound salt, and then one person was like, "Hey, I got you. Come on, have a seat over here." Mm-hmm. That don't make that student a leader. That just makes him a good classmate. You know what I'm saying? That makes him a good friend if I'm trying to develop that kind of relationship.
Because that's above and beyond.
What?
I'm not gonna go ask a freshman to sit next to me.
If you suck as a person or not?
I mean, I know that for a fact.
Because like when you look at it though, these are professional athletes who make millions of dollars.
Right.
So like I've known personalities where they could care less about the other dudes on the team. Right. They can care less. Mm-hmm. But to me, if somebody is taking the time out to talk to the younger, to build them up, like that shows leadership quality. That's another thing. To me, you just can't paint a leader with one paintbrush, right? There's multiple leadership styles. There's multiple management styles. Like at work, we talked about it all the time. Like you could be really, really good at your job, but you can't teach nobody or train nobody how to do anything, right? Or you could be a great trainer, right? I can teach you what I know, but
I don't know that much.
Point, you teach me everything that you know, but you're not the top guy. You know what I'm saying? So like, I can see both states. That's why I said I'm cool with calling him a leader as long as I got somebody else doing the other stuff.
Yeah, and that's the point I was driving home. When Airman said it. You said a leader to me is not talking to the cornerback. That's the captain. That's the rah-rah Ray Lewis, got everybody, Josh Allen doing these weird handshakes and all this stuff. Yeah. That's the captain. Yeah. A leader to me is like the auxiliary piece that funnels you in. Yeah. The guy that says, you know what, this is where the cafeteria. Let me take you because you asked 7 people. I saw you ask 7 people. Come on over. We're gonna go. I'm gonna show you Buffalo. We gonna run through these routes together. We gonna do. To me, that's the leader I'm talking about. But I mean, like you said, everybody has different definitions. But no, I think for this team, what do you say? He was the third most tenured offensive player on the team. So it's Josh. It's who the heck was the other one? Deion Dawkins, and then him.
Yep. Dang.
That's it.
They the old heads now.
Shoot, on defense is what? It's Milano.
The longest tenured?
Cam Lewis.
Oliver. Cam Lewis.
Milano's the oldest.
Who's that other corner that the 6'2" dude that you like? Ingram? He's been on
Ingram.
Jamarcus Ingram?
Yep, Jamarcus
Ingram. He's been on the squad
for
that
a while.
I
long?
think it's like 4 years he's
been
been
a while.
Yeah.
They on the ins and outs.
Yeah.
Quickly before we get into this other thing here, actually I don't know how long that's gonna last. We're gonna try to make it work. But did you guys see?
There's always stuff we heard.
Did you see My leader, Dawson Knox, on the clip. On the clip, where they were trying to cut their hair. Did you see that one?
Yes.
You didn't see.
Who was that let him? It was
Dawson Knox. Oh, the dude that let him. Dawson Knox said, he's like, all right, cut right here. Just cut a little out there. Okay, thank you. And it was Dawson Knox. But there was another guy that let him shave his stomach.
What? Oh yeah, that was an AO moment. I'm like, what am I watching?
Like,
now?
why are you shirtless, sir?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can shave my stomach, and then he did it. I'm like, yo, why? Why are you shaving the dude's stomach? What?
Yeah, Dawkins had it. He was like, no, because you got it upside down, and that's supposed to be on my line. Nah, never mind. Don't do it.
Right.
Right. He wasn't holding him right.
He had it upside down. He was about to.
Even your boy Cole was like, nah.
Yeah, he was
I'm trying
like,
to
yo,
grow
you
this
gonna
bad
lose
boy
a
out,
finger.
man.
Like, you're gonna lose a finger straight up. That's a barber's job. They had. Yeah. I mean, I thought that was fun. Kyrie Elam dropped the mic and ran off. You know, it was just funny to me. But yeah,
I didn't know that's who was doing the interviews.
Yeah,
it was Dawson Knox. But okay.
What you got, Matt?
Yo, leader.
Yo,
Dawson.
I heard. I don't know if y'all heard it, but I heard is not looking good at all.
Ooh.
Christian Benford.
No. Caleb Williams.
I hate you. Huh?
Caleb Williams.
They said he's not doing good at all.
Wow.
Caleb Williams.
I don't know if it was rumor or you know how people like to hate. Let's just hate on people.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's struggling.
I heard he's struggling bad.
Who's the receiver that went over this? Mike. Who's it?
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen. Did you see that clip?
I saw that.
Yeah. Did you see it?
What?
They're running. They're just doing it like dropping the bucket drills, right?
Uh-huh.
And Keenan Allen was like, he's like, hell no, hell no. He was shaking his head like, hell no.
Yo, now to me, that's a good point because, like I said, I play wide receiver. To me, that's a good point. That's somebody who just throwing the ball in the yard, but like you in the NFL, you're at the top level. You can't throw that pass in the NFL. It's not happening. You can't throw that pass.
He overthrew him or
No,
something?
he threw it to him, but it was like he was running. It's like he stopped and like
Yeah.
it was like
It was like a half-speed drill.
Like,
He had to
put it
slow on
this
this
way.
half-speed
Put it this
drill.
way. If somebody was defending him, easy pick.
Yeah.
Easy pick.
Put it like this. It was a half-speed drill, but he had to stop on a half-speed drill.
Right.
Oh, wow.
He was like, nah.
He had no pass on this. He was like,
nah.
he was like, hell no.
That
hell,
joint,
he was like, hell no.
that joint supposed to be
Yeah, it's supposed to drop in there.
like, nah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't, bro. I don't know who's their other quarterback there because they got rid of Fields. Who's the other guy there?
Isn't that dude they had the guy from Campbell or whatever?
Bro,
what was his name? Geyser?
I don't know if from what they talking about. I don't know if he don't get it right in preseason. I don't know if he gonna start, man.
No, he ain't gonna be. He gonna have to because they ain't got nobody unless they pick somebody that I don't know of.
But
Brett Ripon.
Oh no, who's the other one?
that's the only guy they got.
Yeah, he signed a 1-year deal there.
There was a guy. I think they had some.
They better have another quarterback.
They had somebody like a 7th-round draft pick last year that I wanted the Bills to take. Let me see.
Yeah.
He's the one that played against us in the preseason.
Oh, my man,
Tyson Badgett. Yep. Yeah.
That's right.
He could ball. I like him.
I liked him too. I wish he was a Bill.
Bro,
But
if like I said, if what I'm hearing is correct, Williams he might not be starting, bro.
that'd be
And that'd be a
Eberflus's
shame,
job
bro.
quick.
'Cause he was the #1 dude.
That's
Okay,
Eberflus's job quick. Then
Let me ask y'all this: whose fault is that?
that's what I said. Eberflus and whoever they're done.
Yeah, because I mean Eberflus he couldn't do anything with a third-year Fields last year.
Yeah.
But they won a couple games, but I think they didn't have enough.
Well, I look at it like this: when your quarterback is more successful off script, there's something wrong with your playbook. And if you look at the way that Josh Allen played last year in Dorsey's playbook, he was more successful off script than he was on script. So that tells me there was something wrong with the playbook, something wrong with the scheme, something wrong with the offense, right? For a guy to be that successful in college and come into the NFL where most of today's NFL game is built to suit these college players coming in now, because most of these coaches are coming from the college level now, because that's where most of the creativity is coming from, offensively, defensively. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the farm system now for the NFL. So for a guy like that to come into the NFL and look this bad this early, I mean, this is supposed to be easy season. He's supposed to look terrible in training camp, not now.
Wait a minute.
So
Hold on. 1 quick second. I got beef with you. I got beef with you.
When do you not have beef with me?
Why did you start the show the way you did? What is today?
Today's Thursday.
Which is
the 100th
the 100th show. I thought we had to acknowledge that. Anyway, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, you could have waited until we got to the end of the show.
No, because I would have forgot I'm getting old, dude.
So do I need to bring the horn?
Probably.
I'll program it in.
So talking from an offensive guy, right? Like I said, I'm not a defensive guy. Talking from an offensive guy. Quarterback, you can't miss, man. You can't miss. So
Not that high, no.
I look at two things. One, the quarterback, like your work ethic. Because like I tell people all the time, when you in college, it's different from the NFL, the way that the speed of the NFL is and the stuff that they play. So everybody, you might look like, oh yeah, you was nice in college, but coming to NFL, you might not look that good, right? But it's up to me, it's up to the player to make that transition. Like you gotta learn it, you gotta figure it out, you gotta make that transition. Especially if you the top scouted athlete, it tells me that the potential is there. If you do it, you just gotta put the work in. On the other hand, it could be they got the wrong guy.
Fam, I called flag on the play when he got hurt and his backup threw for 6 touchdowns and like 500 yards. I was like, how? I was like, yo, this system, somebody's system, because this dude.
And then, too, that's another thing. Did he benefit from a really good system?
Yep.
Right? Because, like, to A's point, when he's talking about Justin Fields, it kind of sounds like their offense was a little bit too vanilla or they didn't have the pop to make it work. If his best plays was when he came up on his own and not doing what the play was, like off-script plays, that tells me that either your offense is really predictable, is very vanilla, and there's no nuances in there to get guys open to score. So it could be one of three things. Either, like I said, he benefit for a really good system, or he's not putting the work in, or worst case scenario, he's not good enough.
Yeah. And off topic just for a second because I'm immature. If somebody wants to get the word to Thigh Doctor, the Chicago Bears had a wide receiver named Tyreek Pitts last year.
What's his name?
Tyreek Pitts.
Tyreek Pitts?
Tyreek Pitts.
How does his mother justify that?
His name is Tyreek Pitts.
Hold up.
Two body parts in his name.
How you spell that, Key?
THYRICK Pitts.
Wow.
With 2 T's.
Tyreek Pitts.
Yo. Not for nothing, though. Not for nothing. We have a player. Y'all remember Key and Pill?
Yeah.
When they did those names?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
We got somebody on our squad who got a very unique name. I bet you I ain't going to know who it is.
The Bills?
Yep.
Who?
Ulafosio?
Nope.
No, we can't talk. He
Nah,
likes
now I gotta
green.
bring up the
He
roster.
likes blue cheese.
A player on the team that's got a really weird name.
Now, you might not know because, like, it's just like he's got, like, middle names and stuff like that, but.
Oh, nah, you can go ahead and tell us that.
Y'all ready?
Yeah. Come on.
Well, put it this way. Ray Davis.
Oh, Remind something. What is it? Remind?
It's Ramon Walter Zamir Jamar Davis.
Yes.
Who?
Ramon Walter Zamir Jamar Davis. AKA
It's all in there.
Ray Davis.
Ray Davis.
I'm like, yo.
Wow.
And you know what's funny about it? Don't they spell his name R-E Davis and not R-A-Y? Because I was trying to type it in when they were doing the show, and I'm like, I can't find this dude.
So here's the thing. He spells his name R-E hyphen capital M-A-H-N, but Ray is R-A-Y. You would think it would be
R-E-Y?
Yeah, you think it would be R-E-Y.
No, I think somewhere I put it was R-E. I'm like, yo, flag on the play. I can't find this dude. But you know what's weird about this, and I know we're going to change the name of the show from Host Podium to the spinoff show. UB Bulls used to have a linebacker. His name was Wonderful Minds.
No.
Wonderful, terrific minds.
What?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I need the proof. No way.
Oh, I'm gonna give you ocular
There's
proof.
no
You know I'm
way.
gonna come with receipts.
I don't.
His government name.
Wonderful, terrific minds. 2, not junior. 2.
This the second?
His brother's name is Wonderful Minds too. His dad played in baseball. Anybody old enough? Watch this.
Keyshawn, that's his government name, not his nickname.
Wonderful, terrific mind.
That's crazy.
With an S on the end?
Minds.
Oh, mine.
There you go, right here.
Said mine.
Wonderful Mind. Wonderful Terrific Minds Jr. That's the dad. This is his son. Play with me.
Wonderful Terrific Minds Jr.
Play with me.
Wow. Wonderful. The man's name is Wonderful Terrific.
He loved his name
Wonderful
so much.
Terrific Minds.
That's crazy.
Play with me. This dude, yeah, he played American. Let's see. Yeah, he played for the 49ers. Let's see. His unusual name was originally given to his father when, after his grandfather had several girls, a son was born, and his father thought it was wonderful and just terrific.
And that's what he went
They
with.
named him that.
That's what he went with.
That's what he went
Where
with.
was mama at?
Yo, I don't know. She allowed it. 1952 was a dark year.
Look up this name real quick. Steve says "World Be Free."
Oh yeah, basketball world be free. That's not his real. That's not his real name though. That's not his real name. Yeah,
I ain't never seen so much shock on Mac's face. He was just like, "For real?"
world be free.
Wait. Here's another one. God, Sham God.
Oh yeah, you know the Sham guy. You know the crossover,
I
the
know
Sham
him.
guy.
I know him. But that the what you call it? That's
World-
not his real name.
World be free. He
Wait,
changed
Sham
it.
God
It's
is his
legally.
real name?
God Sham God is his real name. God Sham God is his real
I
name.
need to see this person. Pull this up.
Dude.
God Sham God is his real name. He's nasty. He had a oh, it's my birthday, April 29th, 1976. Though, hold on a second.
Y'all about the same age.
Yeah, all right. You too.
I mean, I get that, but
His move is ill. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
That move was ill.
was it God Sham God?
the man's name is God, Sham God.
Yeah, he has a crossover named after him. The Sham guy.
That joint hot though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, World Be Free. His name was Floyd or something like that.
Wow.
See, now that I can see, like Meta World Peace, like I
Yeah.
can see you change your name to something crazy, but like on your government though,
You got to remember, yeah, Louis Bernard Free. You got to remember, he was born in '53, so he was coming up during the civil rights and all that stuff, and so he changed to the World Be Free.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, when I saw Wonderful Minds, me and my uncle just bust out. We died loud. Dude almost never played, but like every time he made a tackle,
yeah.
what's up?
Billy met the girl you was talking about.
Oh, for real?
The LA-A.
Yeah. Yeah.
He met her.
Ladasha,
Yo.
Buffalo's a small place.
Mac just said like what? Like it wasn't none. Ladasha.
yeah.
Yeah.
It happens. I'm sorry, but it's just, why are we like this? I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, Christina's saying Matt can't talk about names. LOL.
Christina,
T'Challa.
don't do it.
Yo.
Christina, don't do it. We ain't gonna say nothing. We ain't gonna do it.
Google T'Challa.
Google T'Challa.
Yeah.
Why?
Come on, man. Cause this is why, like, come on, man.
I mean, I get it. Black Panther.
There's
But-
more to it, probably.
But it's so the meaning of the name is like royalty, like kings, whatever, right?
Okay.
I don't think that name is.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
But when we were in college, you said you were gonna name your first kid like Optimus Prime or something like that.
Yo.
And I'm like, please don't.
Optimus Prime.
It's like, and this
Okay.
is before Bryce Maximus.
The way
This
she
is-
was saying that was like you already put that name into one of your children's names or something like that. Like,
So I said so we had two girls after Tyson. I said if any one of those is a boy, I'm naming them
T'Challa.
T'Challa.
Okonkwo would be the first
I don't
one.
think that would have been bad.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
think that
What
would
is
have
the
been bad.
T? It would have been after Okonkwo after that, right? Okonkwo.
Like, to me, nothing tops Ladasha. Nothing in the world can top you putting a character in your child's name.
Not Wonderful Minds.
Not
be
even
named
Wonderful
after-
Minds.
Yo, I thought when you first said it, the reason why I was like, no way. I thought he said wonderful, terrific minds.
Yeah, I
And
thought
I'm
it was
like,
Mines.
no, there's no way.
That'd have been better.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That'd have been
who's
better.
got a last name Mines like that? And the parents is just like, you know what? Let's make it even worse.
Yo, did you hear about the boy that's playing at Eastern Michigan? I'm so excited.
Who?
I'm so excited about the boy that's playing linebacker at Eastern Michigan this year.
What is his name?
I hope they play in Buffalo. He's a Caucasian kid
Kanega?
named Noah Kaniga.
Kanega?
They pronounce it Kanega.
Yeah, all right. Noah.
But hey, listen. He pronounced it Kanega, but you know how somebody gonna pronounce
They
it.
gonna leave out the K altogether. Don't let them be nice. They gonna leave the K off altogether. I'm like, yo, for real, yo?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I want him to be nice. I want him to be nice.
Oh,
I want him to be nice, and I want him to get drafted in the NFL.
that's tough. That's tough.
They're gonna say his name the wrong way, and
One time. They would
If
shut
he
the whole
comes,
thing down.
if he makes it in the league, I
Yo.
don't want him on my team.
You don't want him on there?
No. Do you understand how much political heat is gonna come with that?
I don't want-
The reason why I love it because they can't say it's racist.
I
They
don't
can't
want,
say it.
I don't want Joe Buck or Troy Aikman ever call again because I feel like they be the ones to slip up. Joe Buck definitely would slip up.
This will be probably the worst political debate to pop up on sports shows everywhere. The second this dude gets drafted. Matter of fact, the second they say his name on the screen, the second it pops up on the screen, like they might not even put his real last name on the screen. They might make some other nickname up or something like that just to not have to put the 2 G's on the screen. Like
no K.
yeah, exactly. Like his name to do no K. Steve says, "Okay, I'm naming my kids Style and Chill so they can be styling and chilling."
Wow.
That's dope.
Yo.
That's dope.
Yo, when I went to school, I met some brothers named Mr. and Sir.
Sir, there was a sir that played for Florida State back in the day, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
I could see Sir just because of the other pronunciation of it, like the more English, like the European English pronunciation of it. But Mr.?
Yeah.
No.
That's
political.
Here's the worst part. Guess what his last name was?
Duke
Rogers.
Yes.
No way! Yes. God, no. Oh, that's so bad.
Oh, Mr. Rogers. Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
he got picked on until he started swinging on people. Ain't nobody mess with him no more.
Don't mess with Mr. Rogers.
Yo,
Of course.
he ain't played.
You get beat up by Mr. Rogers, you don't change your
No,
tune.
what's his real first name? No, it's Mr. Rogers. Here he comes.
Oh, man.
I'm not
Yo,
saying
you did
that.
not just pull up a name, Dick Trickle. You did not just pull up a list of these types of names.
Hold on.
This dude's a NASCAR dude.
Is it Richard?
Yeah,
Trickle.
it's a real name.
But he does this on purpose. You can't name yourself Dick Trickle.
He didn't name himself that.
Yes, he did. His parents did not name him Dick Trickle.
They had to have. They had to have. How do you
my
name
God.
yourself Dick Trickle?
Because you changed it. Hey, I know from firsthand. My dad's name is Richard, and my mom told that nobody was allowed to call him Dick.
Okay.
He didn't care, but nobody was allowed to call my dad Dick. So Dick Trickle did not have my mom in his life.
I mean, that is a universal.
Oh, that's
nickname.
a code name, Billy.
Universal nickname right there.
really is.
Yo, Billy said I hated my name as a kid. Billy D. Williams.
That's what I called. Yo, that's a real name.
man.
Because his name is Billy D. I said I called him Billy D. Williams. Didn't even know who he was.
Yo, his real name is Billy D. Williams.
Man, you code 45.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Smooth
Yo,
as
man,
Code
your
45.
name.
You gotta own that, bro.
Yo, you gotta
own
get
that.
get you a copyright or something. Patent
Stand
that.
strong on that one, Billy.
Just walk around with a can.
Listen,
With a what?
Just a can of Code 45.
yo, you could be a sponsor, bro.
He could be. You missing your calling.
Now, names is crazy, but
Yo, no way. No way. This dude,
They do this on purpose.
This Red Sox player's
Richard
name
Pohl.
is Dick
No,
Pohl.
Richard Pohl. Richard Pohl.
His name
Pohl.
is Dick Pohl.
Oh my God.
This is the most immature episode we've ever done in our entire life.
I'm cool with the names. But my pet peeve is
What?
when somebody mispronounce names. I can't stand that.
Yeah.
No, you know what Mel's pet peeve is, and I remember to this first day. I love it when somebody has 2 last names. Mel hates when somebody has 2 last names.
2 first names.
Is it
Yeah, it
first
bothers
names?
me
First
too.
names.
It bothers me too.
And this man thought the Oklahoma coach was
you
the
get
funniest thing.
mad about it?
He was like,
Like, it
yo,
really bugs you, know?
when he found out the Oklahoma coach's name was Bob Stoops, he was crying laughing.
Bob Stoops?
Crying.
Bob Stoops.
Bob Stoops. He was like, yo, Key, Bob Stoops. I'm like, yo, shut up. Stop.
Wow. I mean, I don't know. Billy, listen, I got made fun of like you wouldn't believe. Like nobody could pronounce my name at all. So they called me Air Spray, Air Mattress, Air Ball, anything with air that you can think of, and then another noun after that.
To me, that's
yeah.
the worst, man. Like that's the worst when they mispronounce your name, man.
Yeah.
That's the
Dude.
worst.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the story, I don't know if I told it, but one time I was on the phone. I was on the call center.
I'm sorry. I
Hold on. I gotta do it real quick.
No, wait.
So every call, my name, Keyshawn. Every call. How you spell that? K. Okay, thank you. One lady, I said, say your name again. I said, Keyshawn. She was like, can you spell it? I said, Keyshawn. She was like, okay, thanks, Kevin, and hung up.
Thanks, Kevin.
Kevin, after I just spelled my name out.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the point?
Yeah, people just say, okay, bye, Aaron. What?
Whoa.
Your name is too complicated. I'm going to just call you Kevin.
I literally lost my breath and choked on saliva when I saw this, but Steve Lynn writes in, Sam Darnold's grandfather was the Marlboro man named Dick Hammer.
Wow.
You cannot make these things up.
Nope.
Better than they are in real life.
Oh, Mel, here you go.
What's that?
Chief King Stallion Sims.
King Stallion Sims is
one name. King Stallion Sims.
No, it's
King Stallion
kicking.
Sims.
It's kicking Stallion.
Kicking
Sims.
Stallion Sims.
What?
Chief Kicking Stallion Sims.
He had
Sims.
He had to make that name.
No, he's got to be like Native American or something.
He has to be.
Chief
You can kinda
Kicking
see it in his
Stallion
face.
Sims. It's gotta be.
He looks a little Native American.
And he went to Alabama State, HBCU. I'm all confused right now. He got
first name is
cornrows, huh?
His first name was Chief.
Chief.
Yeah. Wow. It's got to be Native American. Got to be.
Urban Shocker.
Urban
Okay, I'm done with this. Back to football. So the exercise. Or do we have anything else?
Man,
You have anything else?
I got.
Wow.
I have one small gripe. One small gripe.
You need a segment. Mills Grapes.
So, you know how like somebody say something to you and you cool with it at first, but then you really think about it, you ponder on it, and now you change your mind.
I do that all the time with y'all. No, I'm just playing.
I know you do.
I'm sorry. I am no longer a fan of Stevenson.
Stevenson?
No longer a fan.
You
Why-
were
why
a
you
fan
say
at
that?
some point? When? That's
So
the bigger
when it
story.
first happened, I'm like, okay, it's not ordinary, but I can understand it.
You could.
Now I hate it. Excellent. I hate it now.
Why did? Okay, I want to know why you loved it first, or why you were cool with it first.
So I was cool with it at first because, like Aaron said, why basically get this dude in on a whim?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't play football. He doesn't know how to play football. So why get on a whim? So like to me, it's like, oh man, it would be cool if you bring this guy in who has no football experience whatsoever and you make him good. Awesome, right? Then I start to think about it and start to ponder. I'm like, that's really stupid. No, really.
Yes!
That's really stupid. Like,
Yes!
and here's where in my mind, like I was going back and forth in my mind. Justin Gatlin, track star.
Yep.
What's my man's name? Usain Bolt.
Yep.
They're the fastest men in the world.
Yep.
How crazy would it be if we can put him at wide receiver? Just because he runs doesn't know he can't play football. The same concept.
this is great.
He's a gold medal wrestler. He can't play football.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You got this guy out there with pads and a helmet running out there trying to do football moves when the man has never, like, at the very most, he played a little bit of Little League.
Nope,
and
never,
his
never had a helmet on.
Oh, you never had a helmet on?
This
Never
is
wore a helmet
why
before.
I hate it.
Wow.
If you would have told me he played football in high school, okay.
Right.
The man doesn't, he doesn't play football.
He's never even played Little League?
No.
That's
According to him,
unbelievable.
he's never worn a helmet. Now, this is the kick with that. I'm shocked too because I know you don't care about size, but if you're telling me you got a 5'11", 265-pound defensive tackle, nah, I'm 9 power. 9 power. I don't want that. 5'11", 265. First and foremost, he got Ed Oliver looking humongous, which we know is not true because Ed Oliver next to anybody else on the defensive line looks small.
Yeah.
So this dude makes him look big. So you telling me this dude's like the glorified water boy. He can do backflips. And, everybody talking about I don't want to hear about the hand movement. I don't want to hear about the low center. You too little.
No.
Right.
Like I said, if he had some type of experience, cool. But he has none.
You know what I want to see? I want to see him against Osiris Torrance with pads. Oh, man. If he can win that rep, you have a shot.
He in?
You want the practice squad.
Hey, you want to make the team?
No, they like that. Cybo. Let's try him
You get
out.
past him. I say, here's your contract right here.
Heck yeah.
What's
past
going on,
him.
Chris? What's going on, Lindsay?
Cybo got to jump him in.
Let me ask y'all this: Do y'all think that this is evidence of a man that feels solidified in his position and confident enough that he ain't going nowhere to be able to do this and get away with it, or do you think that this is the sign of a man who, F it, they gonna fire me anyway if I don't, if I don't win a Super Bowl, so let me just do what I want to do anyway.
Two things came to my mind. One is this like a publicity stunt, like just to get the Bills, people talking about the Bills, like, oh, we got a gold medal Olympic guy on our team, or The sad part is he really desperate.
I don't think he's.
Is he desperate to find some type of spark on the defensive line? Because to me, I don't like our defensive line. I don't like it. So is this his way of trying to find like a spark somehow, some way? Like, is he that desperate?
I hope not. I really don't know what it is. He really believes in wrestling. You know, and the thing is, I don't even care he never played before.
You don't care?
Brock Lesnar didn't play. Brock Lesnar was 6'4", 310 pounds at D tackle.
He guy made it though.
He was close. I don't know if he made it, but he was close. I could see trying that out. The dude is powerful as all get out.
He has the size.
He looks like a football player. It's just teaching him how to play DT.
Yep.
When you got Gable Steveson out there who's smaller than everybody.
So don't have the size.
Don't have the size. Don't have the background. Don't have the measure. Don't have the acumen for it.
Yeah.
And you put him in the center of your defensive line who's already pretty bad next to Von Miller and Greg Rousseau.
Yeah.
Who's your pass rushers? Why is he not, like I said with, what's the guy's name? The Englishman. Why is he not playing D-line?
Yeah.
It's not about the fact they never play. It's about you put these guys in a position where they're not going to succeed regardless of what they do.
Right. Now, even you say Bolt. I can see him at wide receiver, even though I would prefer if he has some type of football experience. But I can see that. Maybe if he can just catch and like understand the routes, maybe that could work.
He's 6'4". If you send him on go routes, you be fine because you got to respect that,
right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, we've seen Goodwin do it. He's a track star.
You seen Goodwin do it.
You know?
Yeah, you seen Ronaldo Nehemiah did it back in the day. There are other guys that Tyreek Hill actually was a track star. There's a lot of guys that are like off the charts track stars that have done it. But just to say because
right.
I have a type.
Oh man, you're fast. I can put you on football.
I can put you in football, and then they get cracked up first out route. Get cracked up.
Strong.
No,
I can try you at football.
Football.
Man, you have an unbelievable arm. You ever play football?
Like I have not. You will today.
You guys ever heard that show, The Boys, on Amazon?
Yes.
Have you watched it?
I have not. I saw clips and previews of it, but I never actually watched it.
So it's a little bit of a twisted show. It's funny. I like it.
Superheroes, right?
It's twisted, and you like. Oh, there you. That's why I never watched
I have
it.
a twisted sense of humor, so
You-
I think
do you?
a lot of it is funny.
No way. No.
Watch yourself.
Wow.
Anyway,
I just got flagged.
so that's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get a whistle. I gotta get the horn. Y'all gotta give me some other sounds. I gotta get in here. I need to fill this thing up. Huh? Need an AO. I'm gonna just put you on a mic.
Yeah, we
and
just
be like,
record
"Hey,
him."
yo," and then that's gonna be the.
Just
All
record him.
So anyway, the show The Boys on Amazon. One of the main characters in the show, this dude named Homelander. Now, Homelander is the boys' version of Superman, essentially, right? But he was a test tube baby bred in a lab. And psychologically programmed to have a strong inner desire to be loved and praised and all that kind of stuff. It was their only way that they could figure out to make him, docile and listen to them, because he's freaking Superman. He can do whatever he wants. Mm-hmm. So anyway, my point in bringing this up is his beef with the rest of his team. They call him the Seven, I think is the name of the superhero team that he's a part of. It's kind of like the Super Friends. Mm-hmm. And since he's kind of stepped out as this, take charge, I'm gonna do whatever I want kind of superhero in this world, he's kind of noticed that everybody else on the team is scared of him. Mm. And so he's like pissed off at him for not having a backbone and not, disagreeing with him or being, courageous enough to disagree with anything he says. Everybody around him is just a bunch of yes men because they don't want to die, right? So I'm saying all that to say, it seems like the Bills admin building is that setting where. What the heck is anybody gonna say to Sean about signing a guy like this? You know what I'm saying? I mean, do we really honestly think that Brandon Beane looked at this guy and said,
Oh, we got to have him.
Right.
Oh, we got to get this guy in the building.
Right. Like, anybody that still thinks that Brandon Beane is the GM and in charge of picking players, just go look at Gable Steveson and tell me that that's a Brandon Beane pick.
I still think he is. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
But what happened with
he
this? I think it was one of these things. Mm-hmm. McDermott having his wrestling background. You know, I really like Stevenson. Mm-hmm. Brandon Beane was like, "You want him? Go ahead." He's not gonna work anyway, right? Because like he knows, right? Like, bro, he's not making a 53.
Like,
I'm bring him in. I don't care.
You're not.
You know what I'm saying? Bring him in. He ain't making a 53. So what's the point?
But why do okay? I like this. I like this. So let's think this through then. So if Brandon Beane is taking that mindset, do you think that means that Brandon Beane kind of knows that Sean is kind of on his last legs, and it's just like, you know what, they're more likely to keep me and get rid of you? So I'll just fine, take whatever you want.
Yo, Terry, what you think about this?
Honestly, if the Bills don't make it to where they normally make it, I can see them getting rid of Sean and keeping Brandon Beane. Because to me, Brandon Beane is hitting, bro. He's been hitting.
He's done a great job.
To me, he's been hitting since, what was it, Bill Polian?
Yeah.
Like, he's been hitting. Mm-hmm. So if anybody got to go, it's Sean and not Brandon.
I mean, my thing is, like, what was the conversation? Hey, Brandon, I'm thinking about giving Gable a tryout. Okay, well, what about Hassan Ridgeway? What about Lawrence Guy? What about Linval Joseph? What about all these other dudes, that are still out there, but you want to give a look
to a guy who's never
Gable
played football
Stevenson.
before?
And then the other part is, like you said, he's a wrestler. Maybe he idolizes this guy. Maybe he really likes this guy. He's like, you know what? To A's point, I'm the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Mm-hmm. Why not?
I'm the ACIC.
Hey, could you sign this autograph for me?
Hey, he like, yo, could you sign my leotard or whatever the thing is called?
Right? So I can see that, like him getting this little, he's wrestling. Oh, yeah, I'll bring him on. Just because he got the power to do it, right? He the head coach.
Yeah.
I'll bring him in.
You know what? The perfect position for him would have been fullback. 5'11", 265, leading the way. Just running to somebody.
I remember saying that a couple episodes ago. I think I did say that.
Fullback would have, that would have been.
That's very Mike Ostatif.
Yeah.
But they don't run fullbacks anymore in the league. So.
Do we know how fast Stevenson is?
Do you really got to be fast as a fullback?
No.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, if it's Mike Allstott, like, he had some speed to him.
Well, I wasn't going to give him the ball, though.
You're not going to give him the rock?
No, I wasn't going to leave. He ain't pounding the rock, dog. He's
going to give him the rock. Key, let him get his boom.
Like Kyle Gardner? Yeah. How many carries Kyle Gardner have?
You got to know who to block. You got to know who to block, man. Fullback ain't that easy.
Just tell him to hit. I know it's not, but just tell him to hit somebody.
That's why I would just make him a outside linebacker. Just brush the passer. Like when you come on the field.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like just go.
The thing about that is he's got to be able to get his hands up and cover somebody if need be.
He's a wrestler.
No. He's a wrestler. Listen, when he's on the field, you don't break out and cover nobody. You go get the quarterback. That's your only job. It's your only reason for being on this team. When that ball snap, you go forward. If I see you take one step back, you're fired. That's
even
it.
Even if the offensive lineman pushes you back, you better not go backwards.
Right, exactly.
Forwards, onward and upwards.
Right. That's it, man. That's it. Why even waste time talking about it, man?
Yeah, just don't. Wow, we could have got fossils like Bruce Irvin. We could have got Justin Houston. I mean,
even still, I would have taken some of those dudes because they got something to contribute in terms of teaching.
At pennies on the dollar.
Right.
A space holder.
Right.
We can go get Linval Joseph, 37-year-old. He's still out there. Don't do it now.
But now, who was the other kid we had? He was a rugby player.
You talking about
breakout preseason?
Christian.
Yes.
Wade
Ward.
Wade.
Christian Wade. Yeah.
Now, I thought he was gonna work out.
I did too.
He toted that ball in preseason, bro.
Yeah,
he toted it.
Not for 1 second. I think he was making the team.
Nah.
He was fun to watch, but not for 1 second.
But he looked good in preseason, though. Like, he ran the ball.
You clearly don't listen to GR. The preseason pledge is existing for a reason. I think he is the reason, honestly. I think he is the reason.
That's true.
Because that, I a lot of things in GR I don't agree with, but that right there, I'm like,
and I will be honest. Sometimes I get caught with the preseason bug too. Like you see something good in preseason, you be like, oh yeah. And then the inner child in me is like, bro, it's preseason.
That's
Stop
the
it.
inner adult in you. Oh,
Stop it. It's
why
preseason.
even watching the game still?
Right? Because like I'm a realist. Right? I don't live in fairy tale land. Like I'm facts, figures, real. This is not real. You know it's not real.
Right.
So don't think in your mind, oh, man, he looks real good in preseason. It's preseason.
Like that dude he just trucked where did the Piggly Wiggly last week. He don't count. That row was a thing of imagination. That wasn't even real.
Oh, my goodness.
But, yeah, you want to get to your exercise?
It's actually your exerciser, but I just tweaked it a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I think I probably did it wrong because I started working. I was like, wait a minute. What did he mean by that? It's too late.
let's just do it on the spot. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just make it up as we go. So the title of this episode is "How would you build?" I gotta look at it. How would you build the Bills' next superstar?
Is this a Madden Create Your Player?
This is Madden Create Your Player. Basically, you can choose from any player, any time period. I mean, I'm even willing to say any sport if you really wanted to go that far. I mean,
Gable Stevenson.
Michael Jordan, baby.
Yeah, they gotta have hang time like MJ. They gotta have.
Sometimes I
want the wingspan of Wilt Chamberlain.
You know what I'm saying?
No, give him a new ball. Give him a new ball.
All right, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? Why not? It's the off season. Who cares?
Your man 6 feet. We got Manu Bowles wings.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just put LeBron James on the field and give him the hands of Randy Moss and let's see where it goes.
I got to rework this now because I didn't go that crazy.
No, that's not bad because LeBron and Allen Iverson, they play football.
That's true too.
They play football.
That's true too.
Yeah.
You man, not Algie Crumpler. Who was the tight end for the Chargers? Antonio Gates.
He played ball.
Basketball player.
Chris Manhurst is still in the league.
Jimmy Graham. Another basketball player.
We got some baseball players.
Oh yeah, and don't forget
Murray.
Julius Peppers who played for UNC. He played basketball for UNC.
He played Peppers.
He played college ball.
Word.
Yeah.
Wow. Lindsay says, just watch Kenny Pickett's stellar preseason last year, and look where that went.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good point, Lindsay. Good point. That's why when preseason, y'all gotta if I get out of hand,
you go out of pocket, bring you back,
bring me down.
Just say Kenny Pickett. You'll
bring me down.
We got a permission. Yo, put that on your rollcaster.
Yeah.
Just push the button. Bring me down. You said this. No, this is you.
Listen, anytime Matt come on here,
it's just gonna be somebody whispering Kenny Pickett.
Yeah. Anytime I come on here after a preseason game, I'm like, oh man, this kid, look at he was just Mac. Preseason, bro.
Yep.
Preseason.
Like I think Jamarcus Ingram's a revelation. What the fam? This is here? Damn, chill.
Yeah. All right. So the other aspect of this game that we're gonna play too is you're putting one of these superstar players on offense. You got to pick which position they play, and obviously we would want it to be somewhere that the Bills have a need.
Oh, that's easy for
right?
me.
You don't want to just flat out just replace Josh Allen and put another quarterback in it. You know what I'm saying? So to try and ground it a little bit, because I know Keyshawn don't like getting too far in the left field.
I try.
I know.
It hurts my brain a little bit.
Right, but the second we start lifting up off the ground, you
start seeing a little smoke come out of my ear. It's bad.
So we'll do one player on offense and one player on defense at the position we perceive to be the biggest need for the Bills.
All right, cool.
Real quick before we get started, Steve says Andy Reid's offensive mind, Belichick's defensive mind, Harbaugh's special teams mind. That coach build.
That could work.
That coach build is what the Bills need. Yeah.
Yo, Harbaugh was the best special teams coach in history, bro.
Right. Easily.
That could work.
Easily. All right. Well, who's going first?
Offense or defense?
Let's go offense first.
Okay.
Quarterback. Get rid of Josh. I'm just playing.
Josh gotta go.
He's the reason why we don't have a championship. It's all Josh's fault. No,
he's like, I just
oh my God, Keyshawn's gonna freak out.
And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa. What you got, offense? I'm curious now. I got to go on the fly because I want to. See, I did it wrong. I went too serious with it. I gotta go outlandish again.
You know what? I'm gonna go left guard. I'm gonna go left guard.
Damn it.
I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna do a hard one. What? You need me to go somewhere else? All right. I'm gonna go running back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go running back. I don't care what y'all say about
James
Cook and Ray Davis.
We got Himbo.
Okay. All right. My bad.
I know they're not gonna do this one.
I like to pick the challenges, so I'm gonna go running back.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go running back. All right.
Himbo, good.
Nope. I want. Man, how big is he? I need to see
James Cook.
because I'm trying to decide between Adrian Peterson or Bijan Robinson's body type.
190 for James Cook.
Huh?
5'11", 190 for James Cook.
You probably want Bijan's body.
He's bigger.
I think so.
Let me see, Bijan Robinson.
Boy, Adrian Peterson, to me, he was the best combination of both.
Right.
Speed and power, perfect balance.
Let me see. 6 foot 222. No, I'll take AP. I'll take AP.
What was AP?
Yeah, he was 6'2". I think he was about the same weight. But I like the height. I like the height because of the length, the stiff arm. Let me just figure out what his weight was. Yeah, Adrian Peterson's size. So he was 6'1", 220. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take 6'1", 220. To me, it's a good size and weight to have speed and power. So I want Adrian Peterson's body. Okay. I want.
How do you want it? How do you feel? Coming up.
He tried so hard.
Shut up over there, okay? Shut up. Damn it.
Say, yo, on that one.
Right, he couldn't. He just. What was worse is he didn't even say "ayo." He just said, This, he really want it. He really want that body. Like, yo. Just shut it. Just shut it, okay? Jeez. Anyway. Anyway. I'll take.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to figure out how to say this now. There's no way to say this the right way. I think my running back.
I would select the physique of.
Yeah. My running back will have the physique, the build of Adrian Peterson. Okay, he will be 6'1", 220 pounds. I will give him. I will give him the agility of.
Barry Sanders.
Nope. I'll give him the agility of LaShawn McCoy. Right. Cut on the dime, boy. Cut on dime. Yep. So AP's build, Shady's agility. If I'm gonna go speed, I'm gonna go. I don't want to be ridiculous and say like A-Chain or like one of them boys. So I'll take LaDainian Tomlinson's speed. I definitely want Henry's stiff arm. Gotta get the stiff arm in there. I'm gonna go with Tiki Barber's ball handling.
The ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tiki Barber's ball handling. He gonna have that joint straight up, boy. You ain't fumbling.
How do you run like this? This arm don't even move. He just
right. He's just like this the whole time.
He ran like Madden 93. Golly.
Oh my gosh. Christina said you was crying.
I am. He said,
Oh man.
It's the little things.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. And then what else? Oh, he got to break tackles like Marshawn Lynch. That's his running style. I'll just put it like that. His running style is like Marshawn Lynch. And I think no.
Not Christian Okoye? Not Christian Okoye?
He can have the injury history of Night Train. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. That's my running back.
Okay. All right. So I will go offensive guard, left guard, right guard, don't care. The man I select for this physique will be somebody that makes Osiris Torrance look like Ken. Half poor, Julius Bjornsson.
Who?
6'9", 430-pound strong man.
What is wrong with you, Keyshawn? What is wrong with you?
Did he say 4?
4.
He said 4.
Come on, Key.
Now,
The dude is 6'9".
Come on.
6'9". Watch this. Stay with me now.
No superhuman.
Playing guard?
He's a mutant.
Guard. Stay with me now. The man is a professional
Can he even
strong
bend
man.
over? Matter of fact, can he even bend at the knees? Yo, what is happening right now?
Yo,
Right now?
he's jumping like a bingo card.
Why your timing gotta be so perfect when I'm talking? All the stuff that Keyshawn just said in the entire existence of this show, and you just be over there in a daze and ain't heard none of it. But the second I say bend over and Adrian Peterson's body, you just hey yo, like your timing is immaculate right now. Why?
This dude playing guard. This is what I'm talking about. This is a guard right here. This is a guard. A menace to society.
Yo, Tabonius Lex says, yo, I didn't see y'all, he said, I didn't expect to see y'all live today and immediately walked into a pause moment.
Yo, you never know what you're going to walk in on Post Podium Podcast.
That's true.
Which pause moment was it? The first or the second?
Whose body are you showing us right now?
This is half poor. Half Thor Bjornsson. This is 430 pounds of 6'9".
Has he played football before?
Has Gable Stevenson played football before? God! The only reason I say that because I went serious and I'm going off the record. Okay. What I really did when I did is I actually took actual players that play in the league now. Mm-hmm. And for guard, I actually came away after doing research.
You
I did
stood them on
research.
top of each other and they made a 6'9" guy?
No, I did research. And actually, I found that for the Bills, because your caveat, the best guy we could ever find is Robert Hunt, the one that Miami had. Yeah. Now, after doing my research, why would I say Robert Hunt? Because he was a Dolphin. He fits my criteria for height, 6'2" to 6'4".
Okay.
315 and 330 for weights. His pass block, he allowed 1 sack last year, 1 hit, 3 hurries. He's a top dog in the league last year in pass block efficiency. Run blocking, I went elsewhere, but then I had to erase everything and go back to Robert Hunt because he trumped him again.
I'm sorry. Tebow said, "Why does he need to bend over though?"
Why?
I was just trying to say, think about it. When they line up, they are bending over. That's what they do. What does an offensive lineman do before the ball is hiked? He's bending over. Nowhere in what I just said did I say the offensive lineman got to grab his ankles. That's completely different. That's a different type of bending over.
Judy is off the rocker.
Yeah, I know.
I'm around for it, though.
He's coming strong with it today.
I'm here for it.
Oh my God!
And I mean, obviously, when you think about the running game that the Dolphins had last year with A-Chain and Mostert 18 touchdowns, A-Chain, running off. I think it was like 7.5 a carry or something like that. I need some of that in my life. So, I when I did the serious markup, I did Robert Hunt, and I was trying to merge more than one person, but I couldn't do it. So on the cuff, half Thor. You're on the team. It's 6'9", 430. I don't care if you ever whatever. At guard, if you're gonna give me footwork, I'm taking Chris Brown. Chris Brown footwork. He can move them things, twinkle toes.
Chris Brown.
Twinkle toes.
He's taking Chris Breezy, dude.
Chris Breezy. Yo, that guy. Yeah, I'm taking. Yeah.
I said a sport.
He plays sports. You see them ball before. That boy can hoop.
Can he play football?
Okay, no, Junior, watch this. I'm going guy Sham God on the footwork.
Hot sizzle.
So yeah, I think the serious was Robert Hunt after all the research, but thinking about.
Yo, T-Bone, you gotta stop, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say, like, again. So this is what he said. He said, no, man. I was a lineman on both sides of the ball. I never had to bend over to get in my stance.
You got in your stance. You got in your stance, right? I got in my stance.
What does the center do? The center
gets in the stance.
Huh?
Gets in the stance.
I get the stance. You know what I'm saying. When you're bending, you're leaning forward just a little bit.
He squats.
Oh my God! No.
Is that better?
No.
Okay. I had to wait on the delegation.
Not a squat.
I had to wait on the delegation. I'm like, wait a minute.
What's the difference between a squat and bending over?
Oh man.
Well, you didn't say anything about the knees. Are the knees straight or are they bent?
The knees are bent.
That'd be more like a squat. Because if you bend over, you bend at the waist and you.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You tip drilling. I don't want to tip drill.
The knees are kind of bent, but you still lean forward a little bit.
True.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Your stance, yeah.
Like, to me, that bending over. The second your back goes from here to here, that's bending over. You're bending forward. Should I just say bending forward?
Just get a stance. I mean, my 40-year-old brain, I get it, but for the sake of the argument.
But so if you have two people, you say, hey, you squat, you bend over. They're going to do two different things.
They're going to do different things.
That's true. That's true.
And this is the kick. This is the kick. What would Dawson Knox and Conor McGovern say?
Pierre said the bent experts in the chat.
Yo, Pierre is live over here, man. It's live over here.
Oh, Christina, you wilding right now. She said tip drill. No, we ain't talking about that.
I said tip drilling.
We ain't talking about that.
They shaking.
Oh, listen, man. T-Bone, I respect your game, man. He said a perfect stance can support. He's getting deep into this thing. He said a perfect stance can support a cup of water, so I understand your point, though.
Ooh. A perfect right isosceles triangle angle?
Oh, a what now?
A perfect right isosceles triangle angle.
Did you just bring math into this conversation?
You got to bring a protractor out on this one.
You're fired. You're fired. Go home. Turn in your bag.
I can't go home. I got to go to work.
Nope. Go home.
I ain't got time to go home, but I can't go to work. I ain't got to leave, but I got to get out of here, huh?
All right. No, I like math. I'm not stupid. Anyway. All right. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So what else is a guard? So yeah, a guard would.
Well, you need pass blocking. You need run blocking. Are you going to talk about? You talking about violent hands?
Violent hands.
You like violent hands? Huh?
Paella, Stephen Paella, 49 on the bench. The record guard, offensive guard.
I was going to ask you, what's his bench press?
Who? Magnus or Bjornsson? He's probably over 800.
No,
700.
No. I mean, how many reps of 220? How you think he could pop?
How many I think he can do?
Yeah. Until you say stop.
Seriously, I think he could easily probably get 60.
Whoa!
Think about it. He's a professional strongman. Let me look at his. Let me look up his list for you. I know it's off the rail, but
bro, that's crazy.
But yeah, no, and I'm thinking, I've seen his agility. He actually does have some speed to him. Now,
I mean, as an offensive lineman, does he need speed?
No, but he has that movement ability.
It's just outrageous. What does my mom want? Stop calling me during the show. So disrespectful. Sorry, Mom. I'm shocked. I've heard one football name in this.
I know
in this football players build right now.
Two. Paella and Robert Hunt.
You knew who Paella was before today?
I heard the name before. I couldn't picture like what team he played, but I heard the name before.
Only time I heard Paella, somebody was talking about food. I've never
Paella. He deadlifted 900. Yeah, I can't find the bench right now, but I'll look while we're talking. So yeah, that's my offensive guard, Robert Hunt with Stephen Paella's strength.
Okay. Did you? I'm sorry. Did you talk about like pass blocking, run blocking?
Yeah, Hunt. I covered Hunt was I got him for run blocking because of what we produced with A-Chain and Mostert.
Okay.
And the pass blocking analytically.
Okay.
He's top 5 in pretty much everything.
I apologize. Like
no,
90% of my brain is focused on avoiding AO moments right now. I'm trying to be very careful with my words.
You gotta tighten up, brother. Yeah. What you got, Matt?
It's pretty easy. Wide receiver.
Should have known. Should have known.
Where that came
Right?
from.
Yep.
Pretty easy. I'm going with the physique of Lerald Fitzgerald.
Lerald
Lerald?
Fitzgerald.
Lerald
Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald.
That's his brother.
So that's 6'3", 220. I would like hands like D-Hop.
Hands
Ooh.
of what?
D-Hop.
D-Hop?
Man.
Yes.
Okay.
Route running. Speaking of route running,
Uh-oh.
that video,
Which one?
the one I showed y'all.
Who, the Keon Coleman?
No, remember I showed you all
When
the
he
wide
shows the one
receivers
with
with the
CeeDee
right.
Lamb and Diggs.
Oh,
and
Yeah.
the top right?
Yeah.
After watching it again, I got 3. I can't single out one because the reason why is when you route run, I look at what's your skill set, right? Like if this didn't work, what else do you got in your bag, right? So Stephon Diggs is probably up there, bro. He's up there. But I got him with Justin Jefferson because he's nice with route running too. It was a toss between Ayuk and CeeDee Lamb.
Ooh.
But I think I'll give him Diggs though. I think I'm gonna go with Diggs. So give me Diggs route running.
Yes.
D Hop's hands. I don't need blazing speed. I want
4.45.
Nah, you need faster than that.
No, we
No.
don't. This is
You need
Mel's
some
build.
4.3, man.
This is
You need
Mel's
some 4.3.
archetype.
hey, I don't know 143 wide receiver that's in the Hall of Fame.
There's got to be one somewhere. I don't know him.
But I'd say that's what I'm saying. I don't know offhand.
Is Andre
So-
Rison in there?
He ain't no 4'3" though.
Why? Because the wide receiver needs a burn down house.
He said he wanted a burner.
Why are we talking
said he
about
wanted a
Andre
burner.
Rison in the first
Can't
place?
be a Blazer.
Oh my
Give me.
God.
I'll take 4.45. I'll take 4.45.
4.45.
4.45.
All right, 6'3", 220. That's fair. That's fair.
Legendary build. Legendary.
That's
all
you
the
talking about
greats.
Eric Moulds, basically.
So you got Eric Moulds, Fitzgerald, Rice, like pretty much all the great wide receivers.
yeah.
What else?
Who does he think the game like?
What'd you say?
Steve Smith.
Oh,
Wait, what is this? What is this?
Oh, I like that. I
Steve
like
Smith.
that. I said, who does he think the game like?
Oh, okay.
Steve
Yeah.
Smith. That would be my
that's
ultimate.
size.
That would be my ultimate receiver.
Not Keon Coleman? He likes to know where the offensive line is and the other guys and this
Steve
guy.
Smith
and
is
not-
a different.
he's with somebody that wants to go out there and brutalize somebody.
He's not proven.
Well, I mean, he said that's what he looks at.
But
Doesn't
yeah,
mean it works.
give me them hands, D Hop, route running Steph Diggs. Give me the stature of Larry Fitz, and then give me like a 4.4 speed. It was to play like Steve Smith. Who's stopping him,
with D Hop's hands,
bro? Who's stopping him?
Who's drip though?
Why you gotta? Why you worried about
His
drip?
drippage. The drippage.
You can't say drip is like that.
I
bro.
can't say drippage.
You can say
Hey.
drip, but drip edge is a whole different thing.
Can I go with Joe Shiesty? Drippage.
Who is Joe Shiesty?
Joe Burrow.
Oh,
You know, they call him Joe Shiesty?
No, I heard him. I heard Joe Cool. I never heard Joe Shiesty.
Joe Shiesty.
Listen, I'm literally worried about your offensive lineman eating somebody on the field.
You should look at him.
Those 450 pounds. Like, if somebody's not getting choke slammed, half their body is being consumed. That's ridiculous. All right, defensive players. Who y'all got? I'm not going first.
You want to go first? You want me to?
Defensive end, a.k.a. edge rusher. Yes.
I'm glad you put that in there because I know it pisses my comrade off when you hear edge. Like, it's not a position. It is.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I still think, I think is understated that is a need. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, I can't name the last 5 championship Super Bowl teams that didn't have one that was elite. Am I wrong? So what we got? So we got Kansas City. Then it was it Rams? Did it go Kansas City, then Rams?
Who?
Super Bowl winners, last 5.
The last 5?
Yeah, last 5 winners. So Kansas City won twice. Before that one, was it Rams? Was it Rams
Yes.
and Bengals?
Yeah, because the Rams beat the Bengals.
Yep. So you got Rams, and then before the Rams, who was that?
Chiefs.
Chiefs again?
Yeah, Chiefs, Rams, Chiefs.
They got 3. Mm-hmm. That's right. It was Chiefs 3 times. And who was the last one before the Chiefs?
Before the Chiefs?
Oh, Tampa. Was it Tampa?
Yes.
Tampa. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they beat the Chiefs.
Bro,
And the Chiefs always showing up.
bro, you got to have an elite edge rusher. You got to. Mm-hmm. And I feel like under the Sean McDermott era, we have failed to have one. Mm-hmm. Right? We failed to have an elite pass rusher. And it kind of pisses me off because they overlook that every time. Now, don't get me wrong. They try to draft for it, but they miss. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing that I have a gripe with Brandon Beane is he misses on the defensive line. Mm-hmm. I need you to hit there.
Well, let me ask y'all what y'all think about this, because what I've noticed the trend has been with this team is whatever they don't know how to duplicate, they go out and sign first, right? So when I think they were a little more honest with themselves about receiver than anything else, because they really didn't waste a lot of time going out and getting Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs was third year. You know what I'm saying? The Sean McDermott's first year, their number 1 wide receiver was who? Not Robert Woods.
You said his third year?
No, his first year.
Oh, first year.
First year, who was their number 1 receiver? It was Zay Jones. Zay Jones was their number 1 receiver that year. Mm-hmm. Year 2, their number 1 receiver was who? Robert Foster.
Who's the kid who?
Wasn't it year 2?
Yeah, I want to say, wasn't it Benjamin?
Oh yeah, that's right. They traded. Yeah, but I mean,
when was John Brown here the first time?
John Brown was here. Was he here Tyrod's last year, or was it Allen's first year?
He was here with Allen.
I want to say it was Allen's first year.
Was it the first or second?
Maybe.
Because was it the year before Steph Diggs came?
Yeah, it was. So that was 2018.
Yep, 2019.
2019. Okay. Okay. So my thought is this. Whatever the Bills don't know how to, and when I say the Bills, I mean Sean and Bean. Whatever they don't know how to duplicate, they sign, right? Mm-hmm. They tried getting Kelvin Benjamin. That didn't work out. They drafted Robert. Did they draft Robert Foster, or was he already on the team?
He was already on the team.
Okay. So they didn't even really bother drafting anybody. They just kind of knew right off the bat. And this is me kind of, going based off of what I've seen, because they get Diggs, and then now all of a sudden they know how to, sign and pick pretty good receivers, right? Gabe Davis was pretty good, not great, and I think the expectation of him was a little higher than what he was capable of producing, right? So he's not on the team anymore. But they tried to sign pass rushers. Or I'm sorry, they tried to draft pass rushers. Couldn't get one. So finally they figured, the heck with it, we got to sign somebody, right? Now that they've signed somebody, now you see them draft a guy like Solomon, because they know what a good pass rusher looks like.
Okay.
They get a chance to see a guy like that up close, figure out what are the traits of a good pass rusher? What are the traits of a good receiver? What are the traits of whatever? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they don't know how to duplicate or how to draft, like how to find in the draft, they sign. They get that guy in the building first, figure out what makes it tick, and then they're able to go and find that after the fact. What do you think? Do you think that first of all, if you guys noticed that trend, because it could just be me, I could just be completely wrong about this. And then the second question is, do you think that is an approach that will eventually get this team over the hump?
So that's a good point. I never looked at it the way you looked at it. I just thought that they just missed. Like, they just can't get that one right. But what you said kind of makes sense, especially when I'm drafting Solomon, because like you said, now they know what that looks like, mm-hmm. right? What that works and how the success is in the NFL. So I would agree that instead of admitting like, we don't know what to do for this position, so we're just gonna see whatever sticks and see what happens. So I would agree that that's probably how they're thinking that was as far as edge rush or defensive end goes, because let's face it, they have not been hitting. Or they'll sign a guy who think they can fill the role, because they know their weakness. We can't draft one, so I know he can do it. I know he can do it. Let's get him in there.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
I think for me with that point is they've tried the opposite too many times. It hasn't worked.
Right.
Russo, Basham, Epinesa. Now you got to get that speed bendy guy. That's
Right.
why they brought in Von Miller, because they're like, we can't make it work with length. We can't make it work with power. We need somebody that we've never had before. We got Von. And now Von is on the mend, and he might not be that guy. So we got to get somebody we think plays like Von and can learn from Von. So I think that's they found it when they got Von. They saw it, like you said, they saw it. But I think more often than not, my brain goes towards they're like, it just is not working the way we thought it was going to work in this league.
Okay. We got like 5 minutes, maybe. You think?
We can pound through it.
Okay. All right. You want to give your defensive player?
Yeah, my defensive player. I will go with the thought provoking one. Defensive tackle between 6'2" and 6'4", 300, 310. 300 to 310 is my deal. Run stuffing, Quinnen Williams. Average depth of tackle, 0.8 yards past the line of scrimmage. 99%. Where are we at? No, I'm sorry. Stop percentage of 11%, which is pretty good. That's, I think, about 7th for defensive tackles. Pass rush, you got to go Chris Jones, 15 sacks, 23 quarterback hits, 53 hurries, tied with Quinnen. His pass rush score as a totality is 14.3, which is the highest among players with 15 sacks. So to put in perspective, Ed Oliver was tied for 5th on that same list. But he fell off a cliff immensely when it came to run defense. He was one of the worst run defensive tackles in the league last year. Intangibles, average 40 time for a defensive tackle is 5.05. The fastest defensive tackle recorded was Kalijah Kancey at 4.67. So I think the homer in me wanted to say Ed Oliver is my favorite kind of defensive tackle. However, it'd be low-hanging fruit to say Aaron Donald, too, because he's like the culmination of defensive tackles that should be played.
You got to throw some type of attributes from my man Aaron Donald.
Let me get his first step.
His first step?
His first step. I want his first step, and we're good.
Okay. I'm going with the safety.
How did I know?
I'm going with the safety.
How did I know?
I was gonna go defensive tackle, but I figured that's where you might go. So I was like, all right.
I figured y'all weren't gonna touch it, so I was like, well, he said defense. Like, oh no.
Defensive end,
Yeah.
man.
I'll go safety. I figured that's probably the biggest position of need after we got a pass rusher and defensive tackle. Corners can live where they're at. So I'm gonna say a safety. I want the build of Sean Taylor. I want the hitting power of, I'm going to say, Steve Atwater. And for those of you who don't know who Steve Atwater is.
The one that took out Christian Okoye.
Yeah.
You don't want to switch that?
Huh?
You want to switch that?
The frame of Steve Atwater?
And the hitting power of
Sean Taylor? No,
Sean Taylor knocked cats out.
No, you know who I don't like, but I respect after really paying attention?
Who?
Ryan Clark.
Yo.
Ryan Clark did not care.
Key. That boy's a hitter.
Yeah, he was.
Well, it was a toss up for me. It was a toss up for me because I was gonna say Brian Dawkins, but I want a safety with that kind of leadership.
Can it just be Brian Dawkins' arms?
Got you.
Huh?
Can it just be Dawkins' arms?
No.
I mean,
No.
how do you do that? How do you even?
What do you mean?
How do you build that on your? Those are monstrosities this man had.
Oh yeah, he's a beast.
How do you accomplish that?
He's my favorite safety of all time, Brian
Is he?
Dawkins.
Yeah?
Yes, easily. Love that dude.
Nice.
Save dude too. Save.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm gonna say hitting power, Steve Atwater. I want the leadership of Brian Dawkins. I want the ball hawking ability of Ed Reed.
Yes, sir.
And I want the speed. Man, that's a tough one. I want the speed of. I'm going to go with. Man, that's a tough one. My man needs some speed. Where are you going to get speed from?
How fast wasn't Ed Reed fast?
I'm gonna go Bob Sanders.
Okay.
Bob Sanders was a fast safety. I like that. Yeah. Pierre, I want to get into that conversation. He says the defensive line rotation may never have a prospect work like we want. I think that can be a much deeper conversation.
Oh, you want to talk D-line? Oh yeah, let's do that. Pierre, tune in on Monday.
Yes, let's do that on Monday if you can get with us on Monday, because I think there's some caveats to how the defensive line performs that kind of they can be restrictive. You know what I'm saying? He also says you could really just say Sean Taylor calls the day. Pretty much. Taylor's speed, hit, power, instincts, and range were already plug and play.
Yeah, he was a mutant.
I was trying to be a little creative with it, but essentially, yes.
I wish he was able to play longer, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that dude would have been an instant Hall of Famer, bro. Instant.
Yep.
He was a beast, man.
Nothing like him. Beast.
And I wanted to tell you real quick.
Yeah.
Halfpour, he played basketball.
Did he?
6'9", 450 played basketball. Max bench 550 something, deadlifted 925, and squatted 8+. Yeah, I'm gonna put that at guard.
Listen, your boy don't even need to be playing football. He needs to be like at war, destroying people or something.
He would be the tank.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, why does he need to be on the football field right now? There's plenty of other more constructive things we could be doing with a person like that.
You ain't lying.
He could be saving people's lives and holding buildings up with just his right arm.
That's a straight superhero, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Really is.
Like, why even put a helmet on?
Doesn't need one.
Anyway. All right, if you're hearing that music, that means it's time for us to get out of here, and it is time for Keyshawn to blaze a trail to work before he gets fired. That's right, you've heard it here first. I think it's going to take Keyshawn literally 7 minutes to get to work from here, and he's at least 15 minutes away, okay? So, with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and hanging out with us. It is the off season, and these are the conversations that we might be getting into for the entire off season. We got 4 more weeks of this? I think the end of July. Yeah, end of July is the start of training camp.
But it's fun. It's all fun. You know, we like to move around. You know, we'll see what happens off the cuff.
Right. All right. So, our social media links are in the description. I was not able to get the link for Reeves Tea. I know if y'all heard me talking about it on Monday. I will have that link for you for our episode on Monday. That will be in the description as well, so you guys can go look for that tea and order it if you want. Other than that, listen, hit us up. We're putting polls out. You know what I'm saying? We're responding to comments. We're all over the place. We're here for you. All right? So, like, subscribe, hit that bell, make that thing.
Ring-a-ling-a-ling.
So you can get notifications when we put out notifications, so you can stick with us, because it's worth it. All right? This has been the Post Podium Podcast, home of the All Truth, No Sodium Takes. I've been your co-host, Aramis.
Melly Mac.
And Keith.
And we out of here. Peace.